Welcome to that podcast. I'm Kevin Q. I'm here with Zach Brown. And yeah, today I saw a homeless woman. Did I give her cash? No shot.
That's actually funny as fuck that you mentioned that.
What?
Because on Saturday or Sunday, one of the 2 days, I was driving down Southside and this homeless dude had a sign and the front of it said, "You know that I know that you know." And he turned around and said, "'Cause fuck that bitch."
Yeah.
I didn't have any actual cash on me, but I did give him all the silver coins in my coin keeper. Like, he deserved that one. He even said, he was like, "Oh," I was like, "Yeah, I appreciate you making me smile, make me chuckle." He was like, "Oh yeah, it's better out here than, just out here begging." And I was like, "Oh, that's a good point." And then I drove away because the light turned green.
No, that's what this lady, well, she wasn't even begging, but, she had one of those little baby carriages, the little car seat johns for the baby. And she had the blanket over it. So I was like, a little sus already. And then she was like putting her hand in her mouth for food. I'm like, man, yeah, she had a long ass sign. I wasn't gonna read that whole sign.
No, yeah, sometimes it's like, yo, listen, bro, this light's green and I'm not slowing down or stopping to read your sign. So
we read a stop sign, dude. I ain't got that
those
time.
are the worst. Those are the worst ones because it's like, and it's always hard because you're like, if you make eye contact, then because they're always looking, you know what I mean? You got to have a certain size testicles to fucking be out there asking people just for money for doing nothing. You're not providing any services or anything.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, at least dude down Southside fucking, made me laugh a little bit. But I thought that was even funnier because like 30 minutes prior to that, some homeless dude that was just sitting on the ground had asked me if I had any spare change. I looked at him dead in his face, said, "No, I don't," and got in my car and left. 30 minutes later, I come across this dude. I'm like, "See, I knew I needed that change for something."
But I saw this lady and she had that sign. She had a long ass sign. I wasn't gonna read that whole thing. Fuck it. So
yeah, you got to be at a busy intersection for a long sign. Like, you can't be at a stop sign. Like,
and it was a busy stop sign.
Yeah.
Like,
you got to be in rush hour traffic because motherfuckers need time to read that sign.
So she did this motion, and I made eye contact. I was looking at her. I was trying to read the damn sign. I'm not the best reader. I'm literate.
I can read. That's all I knew what that dude's sign said.
But you know what I'm saying?
No, I actually just rolled down my window. I was like, "Bro, what does your sign even say? I can't read." So
she had a whole ass paragraph. So I'm not trying to do all that. So she does this thing. I'm looking at her. She's looking at me, and I go, "Shit, no cash." I like $20. I'm not trying to break off a 20 piece. For,
yeah, because she's not gonna have change, and even if she does have change, she's not gonna tell you that. Yeah, I can break a 20 for you, bud.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to break off the 20, but that's not an asshole thing to say, right?
No, not at all.
Okay.
No, she shouldn't deserve the $20.
She didn't work for it.
Exactly. Even if she did work for it, I wouldn't tip her $20 if she was a waitress. Well, depending on the
That's the thing. If she's a homeless woman, she was probably only a few years older than me. So I'm thinking, it's 2023. You're on that corner. You might as well just be popping pussy.
Honestly,
what the fuck? What are we doing here?
Yeah, especially when you have the easy pass in life that is being a woman.
You can have life on easy mode, but you chose it on. You put it on veteran.
Also, if she actually had a kid, I'm telling you, that kid would have been CYS. They would have been alerted ASAP. I'm sure. I highly doubt she had a kid in that fucking stroller.
Bro, she should have been on that corner, fucking swinging her titties around, trying to, you know what I'm saying, like one of those sign flippers.
Yeah, at least give me a show.
You know
what I mean? Yeah. Earn something. I'm against just passive begging, but if you give me a little titty show with it, I might think about it. I'll probably still drive away because homeless lady titties, ew. But
yeah, they're probably mad droopy, mad droopy.
Yeah, it's just from a month of being on the streets. It's a high stress life, dude.
That's all it takes. 1 month of homelessness.
Yeah, that shit'll age you years. I can only imagine, bro. Could you imagine not being able to like just passively live your life? You know what I mean? Like, you're constantly out there, just outside. I go work outside. I'm outside enough, bro. Like, I couldn't imagine being like, all right, got off work from being outside. Now let me just stay outside. Like that's crazy to me.
It was down south, like way down south, like damn near the border of our state.
Oh damn, you were out there.
Yeah. So it wasn't
maybe
even that
doing
far.
shit different out there, especially if it's fucking. You might have to redact this one, but especially if it's Fayette County. That's
I think it was for a little bit further.
Yeah, which that's on the outskirts of. I don't even. Do people even live out there? It's just all homeless people. I'd imagine they're just making their trek to the main city here. Like, I definitely have noticed an influx of homeless folks.
Really?
Yeah, like in the city and shit. Yeah,
yeah.
Like when I'm at work, I see way more homeless people if I'm working in the city than I did when I was, when I first started working.
Yeah, just the other day, I was in the city, like one of the busiest streets. I literally saw a pile of shit that was not dog shit.
Yeah, and I know my friend Art. He took a trip to California last year, the year before, and one of their stops was in San Diego, and they were fucking walking somewhere, going to a restaurant or something like that, and he stepped in a pile of human shit.
Yeah.
He had to take his shoes off, throw them away, and go buy new shoes.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say you immediately got to just buy new ones.
But no, the fucked up part is there was a dude walking in front of him or towards him. I don't remember exactly, but that started laughing at him when he stepped in the pile of human shit. Like,
you're not from around here, are you?
Oh, the old natural obstacle course,
You got to keep your head on a swivel for that fucking human shit.
Yeah, best thing is you got to keep your head on a swivel, but also has to swivel down a little bit just in case, because you can't because I'd imagine if there's a pile of human shit there that homeless people aren't far away. You know what I mean? They're probably very much present out and about. You kind of got to keep your eye on them.
And still
maybe that's the trap. You know what I mean? They take a shit, wait for someone to step in it while they're looking at their shoe, like, oh god damn, I stepped in. Is that human shit?
The shoe cleaner helmet.
Yeah, and then you run up and get mugged or offered services that you didn't want in the fucking first place that you now need. I mean, I guess that is a Wolf of Wall Street 101, you know what I mean? Like, here, write this down, I don't have a pen. Oh, I can sell you this pen. You know what I mean? Oh, you need your shoes cleaned? Nope. You will. Watch this. Yeah, no, that's I don't know. I just hope it don't get too bad here with the homeless people, just because it is a bit of an eyesore. Like eyesore, dude. Like I don't hate homeless people. I don't have anything against homeless people. I just hate seeing homeless. I hate that weird interaction of you're looking at me, I'm looking at you. Like,
yeah, you don't guilt me, motherfucker. Don't guilt trip me into some shit, man. What the fuck?
That's especially if your sign is more than 10 words. The front. That's too much. Like, that's too much. I'm not reading it.
Honestly, if a homeless dude had to sign money for weed, I might toss him a few bucks.
Just being honest, yeah.
Just for being straight up.
A couple of, not last New Year's, but the New Year's before, me and my friends were driving to our destination, and there was a homeless dude, and it said, his sign was real honest. Yeah, I just need money. I'm trying to get fucked up. None of us had any cash on us, but we had some pregame things, that we were ready with. We gave them some bootleggers.
That's
we caught the sheets.
Just cut out the middleman. Yeah, you can get fucked up right here.
No, yeah, but it's homelessness is it's difficult to deal with on many different levels.
I talked to this girl about this one time.
In what fashion? Because I've definitely had a bunch of conversations about homeless people, and I end up realizing that a lot more people are way more sympathetic for homeless people than I am. Like, because I used to very much be on the train of fucking, they did it to themselves.
Maybe we should have started
like nine times out of 10, I feel like homeless people are homeless because they put themselves in that situation. You'll have your outliers where they're just kind of like,
shit just hit the fan.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's nothing they could do about it. But like I was like, oh, I only changed. I was basically at the 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, fuck them. They're not important. But, and then this girl's like, well, I knew that this person I was homeless and this whole story. And I'm just like, okay, yeah. I'll take one down 9 times out of 10, though.
Hey, statement still stands.
Exactly,
still stands. Yeah. But I was telling this girl, how would you even go about dealing with homeless people? Because if you reward it, in a sense, like if you try to help it in the city, then more homeless people will be like, oh, they're giving out handouts. they'll just attract more homeless people.
Yeah, and then by then people are fucking fed up with the homeless people. Like, listen, I'm homeless now because I gave up my money to homeless people.
Like, fuck. But if there was a homeless woman swinging her titties around like a sign flipper on the corner,
she'd be making bank. You know what I mean? I'm not sure what the legality. Okay, that's not true. I do know the legality of street stripping is. It's not at all. But you know,
it's 2023.
Exactly. Like, at least have one titty out swinging it around. You know what I mean? Like, it might be less legal. Like, officer, I only had one titty out. You can't arrest me for the full time. You get half the time. Honestly, though, getting arrested for swinging your titties might be the best outcome there. Just
free food. You got
to home now. Now you got to home.
Hey,
not a pleasant one, but it's better than being outside.
We're solving problems. We're problem solvers.
Exactly.
I think we just solved homelessness.
Yeah, just get arrested. And if you really want to, you know, have a home for a decent amount of time, just be black and homeless and get arrested. Because, you know.
Hey,
they'll add some charges on there. Like, fucking listen, I don't know. He pulled a gun on me. Homeless does not have a gun. Well, he did, and he pulled it on me.
You know what? I think this is about to be my next business venture. I'm gonna for all homeless women, I'm gonna manage their OnlyFans account.
Their OnlyFans account.
That's gonna be the next business venture.
Dude, like, have you ever heard any stories about motherfuckers like being homeless? Like, oh, I don't have any cash on me. Like, oh, just send it to my Venmo. Like, what are you talking about? Yo? You're tripping.
Like, you could have life on easy mode.
But I've literally been at work and watched some dude who was just begging for money for a decent bit of time go get in a fucking new whip.
Nah.
Yeah, black caddy. And I was just like, bro, that's insanity. Like, and that just really, now granted, that dude definitely not homeless, but fucking, that means I can no longer trust any homeless people.
How you gonna fucking be panhandling, then hop in a whip better than mine, motherfucker? Fuck,
bro, that's what I'm saying.
Fuck you, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Fuck
and now
you.
it's not that I'm against homeless people. I just can't trust. And it's like, plus honestly, I feel like I'm doing the homeless people a service in a sense. Because, like, if they're just going to go and spend it on drugs, which I have no idea, this is just me assuming, you know?
I mean, that's fair.
But then I'm just not supplying that. But I'm also not supplying some scumbag who's not even fucking homeless out there panhandling, taking away from, you know, people that actually do need the shit, you know what I mean? Like, and I don't know, I've also seen homeless people literally, I worked, you know, down in a busy part of the town for a while, a couple weeks, and I would see the same homeless dude every fucking day, never ask anyone for anything. People would give him shit, but he wouldn't. He would even say no.
Damn.
You know what I mean? He's just fucking...
He's just out there for the love of the game.
Yeah, man, just something about it. I don't know, it just gets me going, you know? I was out of the game for a while. Once I got out the slammer, I just had to get back in there. I couldn't stay away. But, so I don't know, you know what I mean? It's like, and I get that. I don't want to make it seem that I think that all homeless people are pieces of shits or this, that, or the third. Because they're not. You know what I mean? But it's like...
Honestly, they're probably the nicest.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I've talked to some homeless people while I'm at work and stuff.
Mm.
But even that I'm weary of, because half the time that leads into, you got any change or something? Like, no, bro. Like, I gave you conversation. All right, that was enough. A social interaction.
Dude, I remember this. I don't think he was homeless. I think he was just this old dude from Venezuela. I think he said he was from Ecuador. And he was giving me, like, he said he used to be a professor in Ecuador. But he just carried around like a bunch of loose papers everywhere. It was like, I don't know, it was from like a history book, but he didn't have the book. It was just a bunch of loose papers. And
that's dedication.
No, he was dead ass giving me a history lesson. He was giving me a history lesson about Vietnam. I was like, bro, trust me, I know this. Trust me, I know this.
Well, yeah, that was on the test. I did get that part right. But no, I mean, hey, at least even that, you know what I mean? It's more of a service than just out there like, yo, bro, I need some spare change.
Like, he was a cool dude, but I didn't have cash. I never have cash on me.
Yeah, no, it's
2023.
2023. Yeah, no, it's cash.
Nobody got cash.
I'm surprised I have coins.
I don't even keep coins in my car no more.
I do just because you never know.
If you've ever been anywhere outside with me, you know, like, I hate spare change. I hate the fucking sound of it. If there's 3 quarters in my pocket, I can hear that shit jingling. I don't want to deal with it. I got 2 pockets. I got 4 pockets total. Motherfucker, I got my phone, my wallet, my keys. That's maximum capacity almost. I can't just be having
maximum
spare
capacity. He's back again. He's back again. Welcome our next guest on the podcast. Maximum capacity, and
he's gone.
But no, I'm not a fan. Too much change is obviously too much change, but I'm not a spare change bigot, if you would.
Oh, when I crashed my whip, I forgot my spare change.
That's tough.
Then when they towed it down to a body shop, and I went back to go look at it. All my change was gone, motherfucker. You serious?
You left it there. You left it there. When I got
motherfucker, I paid to get it towed.
Yeah, exactly. That's how they're like. Listen, it would have been way more if you didn't have that spare change in there, right? But
I didn't know there was a spare change tax.
When I got T-boned. Fucking, because I usually just have my spare change in like the little holder on the driver's side door.
Yeah,
shit went everywhere, all over the place. It's like, no, I'm taking that up. I'll grab what's in eye shot, and by that I mean I'll grab the quarters.
Yep,
I'll grab the quarters, and I don't give a fuck after that. But no, I also thought it was funny. I told that homeless dude I gave money to, I was like, listen, bro, I got no like actual cash, but I got some coins. He was like, hey, beggars can't be choosers. I was like, this motherfucker's funny, yo.
Yeah.
Like, he might have a future. I mean, he doesn't because he's homeless, but he could have. He could have. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting thing though. Because
we're gonna start interviewing homeless people.
I don't know if you want to bring the homeless people into your home.
We got to keep them outside.
The payment was I do an hour of the podcast and I get a place to stay for the night, right?
You got
next
3 couches in there?
You'll have fucking Baldwin. Fuck, whatever. It doesn't matter. You'll have the local neighborhood. You'll have the local neighborhood packed full of them, yo.
They're just lined up around the block.
Honestly, though, that's a pretty... You want to bring down the property value of an area? Just bring homeless people in. Like, listen, I'm trying to buy a house. There's a house up the street. Real estate agents being fucking stingy on the price. I got to bring it down a little bit. Let's fuck up the neighborhood.
Hold on. If there's like a house for sale and like homeless people get up in there and start squatting in there, you're not allowed to kick them out, right? In some states, right?
I don't know if that's the case in our state. I'm not exactly sure of the rules in all of the states, to be honest. But I know there is something. You
know what I'm saying? You getting out of there.
Well, that's the thing. If a house is for sale, someone owns that house. Like,
the bank or something.
Yeah, someone. Yeah, whether it's a person or an establishment, if you would. Someone owns that house. You can't just... That's trespassing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I know in some states... There are rules like
squatter laws,
like squatters' rights or whatever. It's like if you're in like an abandoned place or whatever, and you're fixing it up for so long, after a while, it just becomes yours somehow, which I still don't get because fucking someone.
Isn't that how it is in West Virginia?
I'm not sure. Probably though. I mean, most of the infrastructure in West Virginia is probably been built up by squatters' rights. So
it's my land now.
I don't know. The homeless people it's a weird thing. Like I don't like looking at people down on their luck, but at the same time, it's not my responsibility to make your luck better in a sense.
This was in the same area. No. This is a little bit west. No, east. And I was walking out this Walmart, and this fucking little fucking kid. This girl, fucking little kid, not even a little kid. I think she was probably like 15, 16.
Yeah, this little girl, not even a little girl, this little bitch.
Little bitch. She was a bitch. But she goes, I was in my work uniform, and she goes, that dude has no drip. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm working. What the fuck?
Drip? Bitch, you don't have a job.
I chose to be a good guy. I walked away. I didn't say anything. I could have said she looks like a lemon drop fucking Oompa Loompa roly-poly looking ass. And then I could have said, motherfucker, the only drip you got is the rollers dripping out the bottom of your shirt. Which, I could have went off on her. But I didn't.
Because you can't hit kids. But you can definitely verbally assault someone else's kid. You can't verbally assault your own kid. Which is funny, though, because you can't hit other people's kids, but you can verbally assault them. But you can hit your own kid, but not verbally assault them. Like in public, I feel like it's more acceptable for you to hit your kid than it is for you to verbally berate them.
Oh, 100%. Because when you verbally berate them, everyone just feels uncomfortable.
Yeah. And someone just takes someone something like, hey, how about, Christine, how about we don't fucking yell at little Johnny in the Walmart in front of everyone, you know? Now, if you want to go behind the dressing room and smack the shit out of them, go ahead. But outside of that, you can shut this shit down. You're killing my vibe right now.
But you hit him one quick slap across the face, everyone just on with the day.
Yeah, no, you just hear who claps one singular time. Anyone hear that? Someone hear that? And that kid cried. Why is that kid crying?
Dude, Walmart's something. I seen a pregnant woman almost try to fight a Walmart employee one time, and then she was like, "I'll come back after my baby in October," and the Walmart employees, "I'll be here." I'm like,
you guys,
probably.
Both of you guys have the wrong priorities, yo. This lady just waiting to have this kid. Like, honestly, I might get an early C-section, so I go whoop that bitch's ass real quick. And that lady's like, well, I'm only still here at Walmart because I'm expecting some fights. So
she had pink hair, so you know her hands.
I was really hoping that the CCTV inside of Walmart would be my launch into UFC. So I'm gonna be here for a while.
I've seen another fight, dude. This was down south, and I think there was nothing. Like the police station had nothing going on that day because there was one fight. I don't even think anyone threw any hands or anything. They were just yelling at each other for like 10 minutes in Walmart. It was hilarious. I watched it from a distance.
I was there's a Goodwill by my mom's house, but it's like an outlet center.
Okay.
Like it's the Goodwill outlet.
So the ones that got a little bit of everything.
Listen, bro. This is the first time I've ever been in an establishment like so. And they just had giant bins everywhere. And shit was just thrown in it. You had to rummage through the shit. Like when I told my mom I was going there, she was like, all right, well, take some gloves with you. Because it's fucking gross there. And, I took the gloves, but they were her gloves, and they were size medium, which...
Not good enough.
So I didn't have gloves, okay?
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay. Just kind of confused. And like, the fuck? I've looked through clothes before at, thrift places or whatever, and when I got there, I was like, oh, these people are fucking disgusting. I was like, I get it. But there was almost a fight there.
Word?
Because, they'll, make an announcement. Like, yo, listen, everyone, we're about to change out this aisle of bins. Fucking get the fuck out of here, basically, while we do this. You know what I mean? So then people will sit there and wait around until they fully stock the aisle with the new bins with all the
Black
shit.
Friday.
And and everyone just jumps in and dives in. And fucking, all these ladies were beefing. The employees had to come over and break it up. I was hoping for a fight. Because there's nothing better to get from Goodwill than altercations.
Entertainment.
Exactly, yeah. Literally, yeah.
I remember I was trying to build this grab PC for a budget, and I went to this Goodwill. All I could find there that was decent was RAM. I got 8 gigs of RAM.
That's not a bad deal, though.
For a few bucks. I'm like, shit.
They had Xboxes and PS3s there.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't really know. Because, they have a sign. We don't fucking know if this shit works. Which I highly doubt it does. Because if it comes in, if I'm working there and there's a game system that comes in, first thing I'm going to do is test it. If it works, sick. This is mine now. Whether I'm buying it, whether I'm putting it somewhere for me to buy later or just taking it, it's mine now.
Yeah.
I just highly doubt that any of them work.
RAM did work.
That's different. Stupid motherfuckers aren't going to know what RAM is, but you flash a Xbox 360 motherfucker's face, he's going to know. You're going to know what it is.
Like, you got a red Xbox with a red ring of death. You just wrap a towel around there. Oh, brand new.
And I was genuinely tempted to like, what if I just, because with the Xbox 360s, like they have the external hard drives basically. You know what I mean? Like you can just pop them out real easy. You can swap them out. So I still have my old Xbox. The hard drive's good, but the console is bad. So like, well, maybe who knows? And I was like, never mind. I'm not getting into this fucking. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, because it probably fucking won't. There's no reason to play Xbox 360 roulette.
Yeah.
Well, who knows? Maybe if I need one for the looks of it. I was thinking like I could just get one and put one of the literal thousands of waifu stickers that I have, just cover it.
Who was that girl you sent me?
Dude, I don't even know what you're talking about. Evo Long. Hold on, I need to look at her name because I still don't know how to pronounce it.
When I think of E-Girl, I think of her because of that Corpse song.
I told you. Emma Longavin? Something like that?
Linguini, fuck it.
Have you ever heard her talk?
No, I haven't.
She's from New York, I'm pretty sure. And she got like a thick-ass New York accent.
Word.
Fuck, dude, it's so hot, yeah. It's so fucking hot.
I don't know how I feel about New York women.
If they look like her,
shit,
I'm all for it.
No, there'd be some baddies, because they're all about fashion in New York and shit.
Niggas don't know fashion.
They be trying.
Exactly. They just put anything together with some Timbs. They're like, A-B, this shit's hitting.
No, but the women are fucking fine.
No, yeah. You're going to have beautiful women everywhere. You can go to fucking bumfuck Montana somewhere. You know what I mean? You'll find some badass bitches, but it's just the surroundings. And you know what I mean? Like, what is rubbed off on you? You know what I mean? Like, I don't
think I'm gonna go to Montana for.
Can I teach this old dog new tricks? Because I think she's gonna keep yee-hawing at me, and I don't like that. Like she said, she was gonna hog tie me, and I just don't think I'm into that.
Just based off the history.
If I could, you think I could venture to get, I don't know, like 10 plus piercings, some tattoos, and 2 different color hairs? I don't know. No, yeah, there's bad shorties everywhere. No, especially in New York though. You're gonna have a very wide range of people in New York in general, but I just feel like the New York attitude isn't
fucking aggressive, a little bit aggressive.
Way too aggressive for me. I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't mind. What am I? Confrontation?
Yeah.
I'd prefer to avoid it.
Yeah.
Unless I'm intoxicated, then I'm looking for confrontation.
Yeah,
but not in like a terribly toxic way. You know what I mean? Like I don't get in fights.
You're not gonna stray away from it.
I do. Trust me, that is not due to lack of trying. Like I'd fucking try to get in fights sometimes, but shit.
You trying to find a country girl? Country girl?
Dude, a country girl?
Country girl?
No, dude, if I could find a fucking... That'd be an interesting mix, though. That it's definitely out there. We just gotta travel to those parts to kind of go out and about. Like, I just couldn't imagine E-Girl...
Platform cowboy boots?
Was like, hey, what's up, y'all? Like, hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all want to watch some anime? Like, I just couldn't be like, not with you, actually. No, I don't know.
And that's where you draw the line.
No. I promise. There's lines. There are lines. Because every once in a while, I'll be like, see, I'm getting myself in trouble because if the wrong person hears this, then I'm going to be almost contractually obligated.
That could have been your waifu.
Ooh, woo.
Dude, I saw a furry today.
Word.
I think.
That shit's always, no, listen, here's the first thing about furries. If you saw a furry, you definitely fucking saw a furry.
She had a hat with like the fur hat. And
yeah, because there's like different levels of seeing a furry. You know what I mean? Like,
and she had a fur jacket on. And her pants were, I don't know what her pants were, but her pants were something.
She said jeans. I think she just had
jeans. I don't know what material this was, dude. I don't know.
No, because, so Pittsburgh's home of the biggest fucking furry convention in the world.
I heard about this.
What's it called? Anthrocon or something? I could be, hold on.
I just remember one day there was a huge flock of them. and I'm calling them flock because they're furries. But a pack of them. No, yeah, that's what I should call them. A pack.
It was a gaggle of furries. But it's Anthrocon. It's the biggest furry convention in the world.
So when's that happen?
That my friend actually.
I'm asking for a friend.
This year it is June 29th to July 2nd.
You busy? You gonna be busy that week?
Yes, I'll be busy not going to the furry convention. Actually, just trying to figure out how to spell CountrE Girl. We got it. I got it.
How'd you end up spelling it?
COUNTR capital E girl. So there's the clear split. I don't want to use any hyphens or parentheses or anything.
I like it. CountrE Girls, they're real for the most part. No, not CountrE Girls, but country. I love you.
But I'm sorry, what were you saying?
They're real traditional, right?
Yeah, it depends on what you mean by that.
Well, I don't want to go late.
My daddy's daddy hung blacks, and now I'm hanging blacks too.
I don't want to go that traditional.
How traditional do we talk? You know what I mean? Also, I just realized I don't use the Southern accent too much, but I feel like I could finesse a Southern accent a little bit. I feel with most accents, though, this is just a little tangent. I do want to get back into the e-girls and country girls and things like that. But, with accents, it's weird because if you're just off the rip, out of your head trying to think of some shit to say, it's hard, I feel like. Mm-hmm. But if I had a script and someone was like, use this accent for this script, I really feel like Australian, I feel like I could get it down.
Zach, I've heard you're Australian. It's not like that, man.
Listen. I need a script, bro, because they don't say shit normal. You know what I mean? Anyways, my Southern accent's pretty good, I think. So, but traditional, yeah, I'd imagine. So, why you think it's gonna be? You think you're gonna find a closeted country? Dude, now I'm gonna country e-girl. I have to space it out in my head because
country.
Dude, I can't.
That's too. Come on.
But honestly, yeah, shout out to all the country girls out there.
No, not with Y.
Yeah, no Y.
No Y?
No Y.
Just E, baby.
Yeah, all the country girls. And also, you got to be careful with the emphasis. You know what I mean? Because it's no, I'm not calling you a cunt. It's the end part. It's the e-girl mixed with, you know what I mean? Because
you can't emphasize.
Because the first time you said it, I was like, that's a weird place to emphasis that. But you were just trying to verbally figure it out. You mean country? I'm like, oh, you got to go quick, kind of, but you still have to mesh it in there.
You got to be quick with the
country girl. Oh yeah, no, don't talk to her. That's country girl. That we don't like her on here. Yeah, but what did you mean about tradition?
Yeah, I feel like we go about this damn near every episode. How one and women aren't. They're just a little bit more promiscuous.
Oh,
you know what I mean, and just out there. I don't know, just
less. But if the tradition is a promiscuity, I don't
know. Promiscuous for me. That's not how that works. That's not how that works.
A little bit of promiscuity isn't a bad thing. Mm-hmm. It's when it is affecting a relationship that it's an issue in my mind. You know what I mean? Obviously.
You don't want a girl that nobody wants.
That's not what I meant.
Oh. Well, shit.
I just meant if a girl has a past, and it's that's fine as long as it's not present. Yeah. As long as it's not a present issue, there's really not much you can do about that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I feel I'm a tad bit promiscuous myself, if you would. So unless any e-girls or also country girls want to slide through, I am loyal in relationship settings. I'm loyal as fuck. I'm single as shit right now, though. You know what I mean? So I can do whatever the fuck I want. That's where my hodness comes from, if you would. But like, you know, hey, shorty. Yep, you. Yes, you. That's right. I'm talking to you right there with the half black and half white hair. Listening to this for some reason. Don't know how you got here, but I'm glad you're here.
Platform cowgirl.
Loyal.
Boots.
Dude, fuck. The platform boobs. The platform boobs. The platform boots. They're it. They're it. Like, not too high. Sometimes too high. It's like, bitch, you're walking on stilts right now. I'm not at a fucking circus. I didn't come for a show, but.
Well, you better hope the wind don't blow too hard.
Yeah. Out there looking like one of them fucking wacky wave arm flailing tube, man. Like.
I'm trying to get a cowgirl. I don't know what. I should have followed up with
cowgirl.
I should have followed up with something.
A reverse cowgirl.
I don't talk to people. I don't like people. I say that all the time.
Well, that's a common thing with even my close friends. You know what I mean? Like, we're not. I mean, we just genuinely don't like people, I feel like. I mean, like, we like who we like, and we like them for a reason, but I feel like we're all pretty much good at reading people and telling, am I going to like this person at all? Like, should I even put any mental effort into fucking figuring out who this person is? When I just, right off the rip, I was like, fuck this person.
There's times where, like, we'll have our main friend group, and then there'll be people around like dogging nose, and like I just won't even try.
Yeah, I'm just like, listen, based off the fucking couple of context clues I've picked up, I just don't feel like I'm gonna be able to benefit from talking to you at all. Like, I don't even mean that like you're gonna be able to give me anything. I mean, like, I feel like you'll say nothing insightful, and probably everything you're gonna say is just gonna make me angry, probably. So, and I don't even mean that like. Because you could say the same thing that some random motherfucker just said, and I'd be like, fuck you. But Kev, you got a good fucking point. I'm not going to lie. Like, there's just something about some people is just not a
the way
vibe,
they say it.
Yeah.
It just doesn't hit the same. It doesn't hit the same. The way we talk to each other is almost like we know what we're going to say before we say it.
Yeah, that does come from, we do have the benefit of being friends since elementary school. You know what I mean? Which is pretty, like, when I tell people that I've had, my friends who are my friends for a long time, are like, oh, you're so lucky. And I'm like, oh, who the fuck are your friends? You don't have, like, actual friends? Like,
I don't understand. Like, I saw this one, I remember years ago, I saw this one TikTok, and it was like, about this girl who, the girl that has a new friend group every summer.
That's so, like, that girl most likely has to be the issue. Like the one who's switching groups. Because I'd imagine that those groups are still groups once she is gone. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%.
And she's just like, fuck, I need new. I couldn't imagine being like that. Because, like, there's a difference between not being able to find, like, your type of people. Mm-hmm. And then just, hey, people don't like you. like, hey, listen, fucking, you're just better off on your own. I know you crave social interaction and drama and shit, but
there's a common denominator.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The fact that you keep getting left out means something. And most people can't catch those hints. Like, they think, I'm fine. It's these bitches, these motherfuckers over here who are the issue. It's like, no, you gotta be a little introspective there. Sometimes you gotta look in the mirror and be like, I am kind of a shitty person. Maybe if I change that, or just find another group of shitty people. Then that's the thing, is to, like, you find another group of shitty people, and they're like, fucking, can't trust these people, they're all shitty.
So I feel at home here.
But yet I am always on edge. Like, I don't know, people are weird. And that's why I'd rather just not, I'm not terribly upset that I don't, because I'm pretty introverted. Mm-hmm. And I don't regret it at all. Like, I'm definitely the guy if I can occasionally, like, if I'm at a party with way too many people that I don't know, and I lose my friends, there's a large chance I'm going to resort to fucking, what's going on my phone right now? Yeah. Is there anything exciting going on? What's going on in the sports world? Let me check some scores and shit.
I feel that 100%. It just, I feel like it's weird if you're at a party with a bunch of people that you don't know. It's like, do I want to Do I want to go
Yeah.
up to talk to these people that I probably will never see again? Just start talking just to talk, like, because I'm never the guy to just talk just to talk.
Yeah,
even though we're on a podcast.
That's how. No, I feel that 100%. Yeah, it's working. These fucking hypocrites over here. But no, I definitely feel that. But I do have to, preface this with, if I'm the right amount of drunk, I'll talk to fucking anyone.
Oh, yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
There's a point of no return.
Yeah, so I'm strictly speaking sober Zach here. Because if I'm high, that's another thing. I talk to people more when I'm sober than when I'm high. When I'm high, I don't know if it's the paranoia, the anxiety, or whatever, but I'm just like, no, I'm not talking to anyone right now, actually.
I think when I'm high, I get like super quiet, but like I'll still listen to everything. And the thing is, like, there's one time a campfire at our boy's house, and we were smoking a little bit, and like before we start smoking, I was talking a lot, and then as soon as I started smoking, I just quiet. Nothing.
Yeah,
not a
sometimes
peep from
just
me.
like I just need to listen right now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to say anything. I'm just listening. If you speak to me, speak back. But I'm just listening. I'm just observing right now. I mean, there's a lot going on. I'm super fried right now.
Yeah.
And this conversation is a little bit too much for me to like process if I was actively in it.
It's not even like that. It's not even like that. It's like there's a conversation over here and conversation over here. I'm listening to both. But I'm like, fuck. I'm like toning in the boat like one at a time. Like, and just, I'm mixing up the fucking stories. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
See, I feel like if anything, I just get stuck in my head.
Mm-hmm.
To where someone be like, hey Zach, what do you think about that? Or, someone asks you a question like, what? My bad. My bad. I was up here. You know what I mean? I was lost. I was not on this plane of existence.
And then it gets to this point where like I haven't said anything for so long. I'm like, should I say something right now?
Like it's been way too. I don't want them to think I'm weird because I haven't said anything for a while. So say something like,
then you're just further in your head. I'm like,
yeah. The longer I do this, the longer I'm going to be here. But I haven't been paying attention to the conversation. I don't know when can I jump in. Like I don't want to say something random and start a whole new conversation because.
Now you're just in this debate in your head and you're not even listening to the conversation. I'm like, fuck.
Before you know it, everyone's like, all right, well, I'm dipping. You're like, fuck, it's been that long already?
Our boy, happy birthday, Dome.
Happy birthday. Shout out my schmans, yo. Fucking happy Slat Day, happy Slime Day, happy G Day, more life. You know what I mean? Life. Happy Born Day.
But he was like, yo, you go this whole time. And then with Zach smoking, I'm like, no, he's not smoking at all. This whole conversation, I'm like, it's 4 hours. It's usually 4 hours 3 or 4 hours that we talk. He's not smoking. He's like, yeah, nothing at all. I'm like, damn, I'm not listening to this podcast no more.
I thought this was an under the influence podcast. I just don't know how well I would function in this setting if I was too fried. Mm-hmm. Like, it's different if we started smoking in the middle of it. Yeah. Like if I smoked prior to,
if we knew we got a good bit in.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I can also riff off that, and you know what I mean, like go off of fucking shit off after that. But if we're just like prior to or whatever, I'm not sure how I would perform.
You got to be sharp, especially because we don't know each other's topics beforehand coming in. So.
Yeah.
So whatever we say is what we're gonna say.
But I mean, that's definitely not any reason to not listen to the podcast. Because, I'm sure sometime here in the somewhat possibly near future, who knows, maybe we want to try out some,
I would like to get more, you know what I'm saying, guests on.
Yeah, no, yeah. The guest I was talking about is Mary Jane.
Oh, shit.
I've gotten better at my liquor drinking. In my years, I don't drink liquor too often.
Really?
Though. Yeah,
you're a big bear.
Yeah, but that's because I drink liquor pretty much the same I drink, like mixed drinks specifically. I mean, and you know how I be with beers; they're not safe around me. So, because I realize
you associate that. Oh, that's alcohol. That's beer. I can down beer. I can probably down this too.
With anything I drink in general, I drink it fast. Not even fast. It's just large quantities at one time for the most part. So. And that was before I started drinking at all. Like when I was young, because I don't even know how long I've been drinking mostly water.
When did you start drinking?
like when was the first time I drank?
Yeah.
Like the first time I ever consumed alcohol that I remember was one time before youth football practice. We were running around because we were late, my mom, and I needed water, and she had tossed some water bottles in the freezer when she got home to, just so they weren't room temperature waters.
Yeah.
So she grabs this water and she "Oh, here, this one," because I guess there was another water bottle that was mine that was sitting out that wasn't full. It was like half full. She tossed it in, and it just so happened to go into the ice cube container thing or whatever. And she pulled it out. She was like, "Here," because I was like, I wouldn't drink water before. Like on our way to thing, and I fucking opened it and started smacking it. I probably smacked there was a little bit over a quarter of the bottle left.
Mm-hmm.
And in those days, like when my mom would go out, she would just fucking take a water bottle, take her purse and put alcohol in it, and she would buy cheap ass alcohol. So it was fucking Vlad. And I smacked like half of what was left in the shit before I even realized. You know what I mean? Like before everything came together, and I literally thought I was gonna fucking die because it tasted like what rubbing alcohol smells like.
Yeah.
And because she started laughing, and I'm looking at her like, "The fuck is wrong with you, woman? You just poisoned me. What is up with you?" And she's like, "Oh, it's alcohol. I'm so sorry." And when she said alcohol, it didn't click in my head that it's drinking alcohol. I'm like, it fucking is rubbing alcohol. I'm like, oh my fucking god, it's actually rubbing alcohol. I'm gonna fucking die.
I mean, Vlad's not too far off.
No, literally, yeah. Oh, trust me. I figured out once I got to college and started buying Vlad. I was like, oh, that's how I figured out it was Vlad, because she didn't even remember what it was. But yeah, so that was my first real taste of alcohol. But funny, after that practice, my one coach, he I don't remember what the context was or anything, but he had just looked at me and said, "What, have you been drinking or something?" And I was just like, what the fuck? Yeah. And I told my mom that afterwards, and she was even like, what the fuck?
You're stumbling on.
Yeah, does he know? I was like, there's no way, because I wasn't drunk. You know what I mean? I spit it out. Once I realized, you know what I mean? I spit it out. So I'm not sure how much I got down. Wasn't that much though, you know what I mean? But fuck, dude. That was the first time.
2 shots of vodka.
But glug, 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 glug. But I don't know. I guess I really started drinking in high school.
Mm.
Probably 10th, 11th grade. I don't know. I didn't like drinking at all. We would drink fucking strawberries and raspberries and shit. Or just get liquor, because that was easy.
I think I started smoking before I started drinking.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I didn't like drinking. That's what I mean. It's an acquired taste. I never understood what that meant until I understood what it meant. They'll be like, oh, beer. It's an acquired taste. I fucking hated drinking beer when I first started drinking. That's why I didn't drink beer. It wasn't until I got to college, I was like, fuck, I kind of have to drink beer here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I found it was way easier to chug brew. So I was like, okay, this works. I can get it down like that. And then after a while, I was like, oh, this shit really isn't that bad. But because you've acquired the taste for it at that point. Because originally it starts out as, we have to do this. It's survival. I have to get drunk right now. You know what I mean? I can't be that guy. No, you know what I mean? But you're with a friend, everyone's drinking. No one really probably fucking enjoys the taste of whatever the fuck they're drinking.
Oh no! But it was the cheapest beer we can afford at the time.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
We all started out fucking
for cases.
Yeah, when I got to college, fucking, I'm trying to think. The first time I had alcohol purchased for me at college, I got fucking 2 40s of Milwaukee's Best. Which, let me tell you, it is
not Milwaukee's
if that's best. Milwaukee's Best, Milwaukee, be better. Because it was so fucking hard for me to get that shit down. And I did, but I ended up having to fucking barter for, it was some alcohol with very low alcohol content, but it tasted good. I had to barter to get that somehow, just to get a little turned up, just so I could finish my second fucking. I keep wanting to say Michelob's Best, and that's not true. But my second Milwaukee Best, it was not an enjoyable time. But then at some point in time, I was like, oh, this beer stuff isn't too bad.
I remember one time, my freshman year, I was community college my freshman year. So when I went up to visit the school I was about to go to, you know, a lot of my friends were already up there. So we went over to my friend's apartment. We just had a bunch of alcohol. We brought up a bunch of alcohol, a shit ton of alcohol, like liquor, and and boy,
well, I know the one time I went up there, it was like National Margarita Day or something. So I bought a bottle of tequila. It was never cracked open. Yeah. And I think it may have stayed in the freezer even when they moved out. Just because, tequila, that's one thing that I've only somewhat recently, like 2020 is when I got on tequila. And I'm not even fully on I don't mind, I can't drink, every time I drink tequila, if I drink a decent amount of tequila, and by that I mean more than a shot or two, I will black out. Yeah. And I will find somewhere to fall asleep. It's happened every time so far. It's never a bad, you know what I mean? It's not a bad blackout. It's just I wake up and I'm like, I remember when it was light outside earlier and now it's light outside again. So I missed something.
I've had some bad blackouts, man. Most of my college years, that's all I did. When I was going, if I was going out, if I was drinking, I would always ask, are we drinking or are we drinking? Because if we're drinking, I'm probably not going to come out. But if we drinking, hey, I'll be there.
Yeah, see, that's part of why I don't like going to parties and shit. I mean, because you know how I like to drink.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm drinking, especially if I'm with I like to be in a safe setting.
Yeah.
Where I don't have to drive anywhere. Mm-hmm. And I can just get absolutely fucking blasted.
That's why those house parties that we had at our boys, not too far away, with the fucking jungle juice and everything like that we would get going.
Oh, I'm not sure how many parties I've attended there. Oh, I know it's been a couple of weeks. Yeah. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, okay, I do remember. Okay, because this is right after we graduated. I feel pretty much is the peak of that because I wasn't around for too much of that because
I think that's when all the boys started getting into UFC.
Yeah, there'd be big fights and shit.
Honestly, yeah, I think that was the rise of UFC. Speaking of UFC, did you see?
Dude, John Jones is good as fuck. Little Mexican shorty, Alexa Grasso or whatever.
That was out of nowhere.
We were in the living room watching it, speechless afterwards. We were jaws basically on the floor. Did that really just happen?
You just had to stay alive at that point.
I mean, no, there's no staying alive. That choke was. That is the definition of in. It wasn't even on the neck. Did you see
across the face? Yeah, across the chin.
But either way, it was in so tight. Once you get behind the head like that, and it is locked in, and there's there's no chance for her to get out of it. At that point, as a fighter, as a smart fighter, this is what GSP would talk about being a smart fighter. You know what I mean? It's okay, yeah, I could let this fucker break my arm, but you don't. That pride is not necessary, especially because Valentina's just gonna fight that bitch again. You know what I mean? So it's in her mind, it doesn't make sense for her to sit there and take the punishment and the embarrassment of getting literally choked out in that sense, or also just getting super fucked up because there's no way, you know what I mean? That was so much pressure. Did you see afterwards Joe Rogan talking about the white mark on her fucking
on her chin, and face.
Yeah, and how her face and everything blows red as fuck. It's because all of that area was not getting any oxygen really. You know what I mean? It's fucking that squeeze, that choke was fucking legit as fuck. Yeah, and once she got it in, you're beat. You might as well just tap because you're not winning anything. You're not going to survive the round, and even if you do, what shape are you going to be in after that?
And you got to think about
she had 30 seconds left, something like that.
No, you're not less than 30 seconds in that choke.
That's what I mean. Even if it was less than that, I mean, trying to last 10 seconds in that choke, even if it's not on your neck, you know what I mean? That's a lot of pressure. And that is the most, as human beings, you know what I mean? We're just naturally programmed. The neck and head area is just automatically I don't like that. You know what I mean? This is the most vital spots. If you get this shit lopped off, you're beat, son. That's it. That's all she wrote.
And it only takes a few seconds for brain damage and shit like that. If you cutting off that much circulation,
taking oxygen away from your brain, bad thing. It needs it. Blood too. You know what I mean? Because it's not you're restricting blood flow, oxygen flow. You know what I mean? all things your body very much needs on a regular basis. And I don't mean regular basis like every once in a while. I mean like if it is not consistent in that fucking always supplying it, yeah, it can get bad. But yeah, that shit was legit as fuck. And I mean, even on the fucking, even standing up with the boxing, round 1, Valentina got attacked. She lost round 1.
Word? Wait, she lost round 1?
Round 1? Fuck yeah. She got rocked round 1.
I'm not gonna lie, I fucking fell asleep. What's going on? I fell asleep at, dude, I got home at probably 6, fell asleep, woke up at like 11 something. I was like, oh shit, the fucking fights. I woke up just in time.
Yeah.
Literally just in time for the fight. Saw I think the second round on. So, of that fight.
Fucking, well, yeah, she got rocked in the first round.
Word.
Got fucking, whacked. And like she was wobbly afterwards. Like, she was hurt.
Oh
shit! She ended up losing the first round, and I think she not coasted. I mean, she won round 2. It ended in what, 4? Yeah. She won round 2, won round 3, pretty sure. And then 4 happens, and that should only happen because she went for a stupid ass fucking back spinning kick and got caught. But at the same time, you say that shit's stupid, but that's what Grosser was saying after the fight was like, we practice that in my camp. Because we know she likes to throw those type of kicks. I mean, like, so, and you could tell, I mean, that exact situation happened, and the way she fucking mounted her, the way she just took her back like that, dude, like a fucking spider monkey, bro.
She didn't even hesitate.
Crazy.
As soon as it happened, it was like instinct.
It happened so fast that when you look at it in slow motion, it looks like real time. And in real time, you're just like, what the fuck just happened? Like, she just, all in one motion, she just takes the back, takes the neck, and before you know it, fucking Valentina's tapping. You're like, holy fuck. That shit was insane. But then fucking John Jones, I'm not for nor against John Jones. I'm very neutral. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't, when I first got into the UFC, not first, like when I really, really got into the UFC, John Jones, he was like on his last DC fight, and I was just kind of like, he's done shitty things, but he is fucking great, which you know what I mean?
Like, just even being like a casual watcher at that point, you got to respect, this guy's really fucking good.
Exactly. So that's how I was about it. I know one of our friends, shout out the birthday boy, that's his favorite fighter. So that's really, So that's really what, you know what I mean? I was like, I'll give him a chance, sort of, kind of. Because like outside all that, he had nothing going for him in my mind. Like, for me being a fan of him, just because, you've done a lot of shitty shit. And you've done it all to yourself, too. You know what I mean? Like, it's all shit that you've caused. But when you watch back at him, like, he was on Joe Rogan. You know what I mean? And when you listen to him, he was so fucking young. Like, he was at the top of the fucking, he was the baddest motherfucker in the world.
At 19?
So young.
At 19.
Like,
fuck.
And it's like, fuck, I'm thinking, like, to give me that sort of notoriety, fame, money, access, you know what I mean? Who the fuck knows what I'd be doing at that young?
In Vegas?
Like, literally, that's what, you're on top of the world. You're the baddest motherfucker in the world, damn near. And now he is. He's the heavyweight world champ. The baddest motherfucker walking around.
I don't know how I feel about John Jones just because he could have been fighting this the 3 years.
Well, I think he took time off. Now, granted, this is just me speaking out of my ass. I haven't listened to anything he said, whatever. But I feel like he's probably most likely taking time off because he got into more shit. Because his last fight was DC, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure he got into shit after that. Like into trouble and shit after that.
Did he?
I don't know exactly what. I'm pretty sure. But it's fucking John Jones. Probably. I didn't think he was going to. I told everyone, listen, you can bet on whoever the fuck you want to bet on. But until the motherfucker walks into the ring and you hear a fighter, are you ready? Fighter, are you ready? There's no guarantee this fight's going to happen. And literally, nothing made that more true than when he's literally going to walk up into the arena and they're like, oh, this is all this commotion. I'm like, what the fuck?
Not
I was like,
this.
No way is he about to get all the way here. We did the walkout. Like, we did the walkout even with part of one song and then it go into another song and that was the real walkout. We did this whole thing.
He took one step.
Just for me to be right and him just not fucking fight and he's there. But no, it just ended up being like a little tape thing. Like, you can't have tape
on your foot. Oh,
yeah, like on your foot, but he still could keep the toe tape.
Yeah.
Which
he had to separate them, right? Like
I'm not
separate the
sure.
toes.
Because literally our stream cut out. Our super legal stream. You know, we definitely bought the pay-per-view. Totally bought the pay-per-view. But for some reason, the dog shit pay-per-view that we looked up, or I meant paid for.
You should have said something. I would have threw it in the Discord.
Well, we had one, and we were streaming off the iPad.
You always gotta
legally.
have the backup.
And well, we don't find one, but the one that we were watching went down. And I literally got it from the Discord. Super legal. I mean, because that's how we pay for our pay-per-views is through Discord. No, don't question it. Just keep going.
Yeah.
Very legal. We only watch things legally around here. Anime, sports, legally.
Absolutely.
Movies.
Crunchyroll, my favorite.
What's that?
Crunchyroll. Crunchy.
I thought you said CountrE Girls. I was like, oh, we're getting back on this. I was like, I couldn't wait. I was like, I honestly never wanted to leave that topic. I'm not gonna lie. But our stream cut out, and that's what was going on while we were finding a different one. But by the time we found another one, like he was literally walking into the shit, and they zoomed in on like his foot, and he was missing the one wrap piece of tape. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I guess whatever. I didn't care that much about it. You know, I was just like, I'm glad he's in the fucking ring fighting. And then 10 seconds later, he was out of the ring because he had won the fight. Like that shit was so crazy.
Is Cereal gone?
Cereal gone. Also, it is National Cereal Day today.
Hold on, how do you pronounce his name? Cereal?
No, it's Cyril.
Cyril?
Cyril.
Cyril?
Cyril.
Cyril.
Yeah, like you're saying. I don't want to sound like.
Because what if you're wrong?
I feel like the more you say it, if you say cereal in a stereotypical Asian accent, Cyril, Cyril. That's how you pronounce it.
Cyril. Yeah, I remember.
Literally, that was perfect pronunciation. That was spot on. You couldn't have been better.
I remember the second time I went to Vietnam. We got to my aunt's house, and I was like, "Mom, I don't remember what time it was, but I looked at my mom. I was like, Mom, I want some cereal right now. Cereal."
Yeah, imagine if Yomi Park was saying cereal. That's how his name was pronounced. Yeah, and I honestly thought that it'd be
competitive. At least,
yeah, I thought it was gonna. I really thought he was gonna challenge John Jones in some fashion. Whether it was on the feet, I knew he wouldn't. Not gonna be able to do shit on the ground, but I thought he'd be able to challenge him on the feet.
I thought it was gonna take a while, like with a bunch of leg kicks, wear him down, and then like later rounds. But I did not think it was gonna be like that.
We got 34 seconds into the fight, and it was over.
Jesus.
Like even when we were watching that, like the announcers are saying, "No, it's not in," because they are just not the best angle on it. Because like once you see the replay, you're like, oh, "That shit is in." Yep. That shit is in. But I'm like, damn, you really fucking tapped. Because I'm sitting there like, oh, he's about to pop out of this, you know what I mean? And we're going to be here for the remainder of the round, most likely. So I'm, sinking in the couch, getting ready for that. And then before I know it, he's tapping. I'm like, oh, shit. Like, this dude is fucking... Not that I didn't think John Jones was legit. It just...
We haven't seen him in a long time. We haven't seen him in action. And when last time we did... Like
he moved up weight class.
DC gave him a run for his money. He really did.
And yeah, he goes up weight class that he's never fought in before. You know what I mean? Because he was fighting at what, light heavyweight, which was 205.
Mm-hmm. I think freaking 265.
Yeah, and he weighed in. I don't know. He weighed in 240 something like that.
Wait, is heavyweight 265?
Heavyweight is something and over. I'll have to look it up. It might be like 225 and over. So like, I don't think there's a limit on.
I thought there was a huge gap from light heavyweight to heavyweight.
20 pounds is, I think. Hold on.
Because I know like the lower weight classes there's not that much of a difference, but once you get to the heavyweights, there's a big gap. I'm pretty sure, right? I could be making this up. Chances are I'm probably making this up.
No, it basically goes up in 10-pound increments till you get to welterweight. Then it goes up 15, and then from middleweight to light heavyweight is 205 and fucking Okay, so 265 is the limit.
Okay,
It's the limit.
Which is crazy that you can just be anywhere from 205 to fucking 265, and that's a whole weight class.
Yeah, but I mean it also gives those big guys. You know what I mean? Like, dude, like I'm pretty sure John Jones weighed in like 243 or 230. So, you know what I mean?
He looks big.
It gives them room to fucking. And also, if they had to cut a shit ton of weight when you're that big, it's not healthy for the little fighters to be cutting as much weight as they do usually.
Like 5-10 pounds is fucking. You're dehydrated. As
whenever
fuck.
You don't have that much like fat or anything to
begin
burn, yeah, you're just burning off essential shit, and it's not good for your body.
Because a lot of these fighters, they're going in the fight completely drained, dehydrated, like, and in a fight, that water.
Well, though, when they weigh in, after they weigh in, they can eat and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so they'll bulk. They're usually not fighting at what they weighed in at.
Absolutely, but that you only have like a day.
Exactly, so you can't even load yourself up too much. You know what I mean? Just because that's even unhealthier to starve yourself basically and work yourself to exhaustion like that, and then fucking gorge yourself basically.
Yeah, that's interesting to think about because what if you're filling yourself up with like food that transfers to ATP quickly?
I don't know what ATP is.
I'm not 100% sure either, but it sounds good.
Fuck.
But it sounds good. Right. I think you wouldn't put me on the spot like that. But it sounds good.
When it's burning ATF, I don't know if the FBI can keep up with the CEA like that. But I don't know. I can't answer your question though because I don't know. Oh, I didn't read the source material.
Did you see who was in Khabib's camp that got caught with the IV? Well, with too much, he took like too much IV.
I have no clue.
He got banned for like 2 years.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah. Because I think after his fight, before or after his fight.
Hey, dude.
What, everything good?
Everything's bad. Since we've dropped the locale, the Pens are down 3-0.
God damn.
Yeah, it's all bad.
I'm sorry, go on. Wait, who are they playing?
The fucking Blue Jackets, the Columbus Blue Jackets, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, they got ATP.
Yeah, they be.
My bad. What were you saying though?
Oh, the dude from Khabib's camp.
That's what I wanted to look up. Yeah, that's how I got on my phone in the first place.
The dude from Khabib's camp, he got suspended for 2 years because he took too much IV. But he only got caught because the nurse that administered it ratted him out and said, "Oh, he took way more than like the legal limit that's allowed in the UFC." Like, it was. Why did she
give it to him then? Like, if she's about to rat on son, you might as well like, hey, bro, you ain't not like maybe that was a thing, but at the same time, I feel like you're not obligated to give this motherfucker extra. You know what I mean?
They went to the home country of someone else's home country. He got the IV there.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you know what I mean? Oh, you're going to come to our country, get an IV here? Why would the fuck would you do that? Go to your own hometown, do it in your camp, so no one will fucking say anything, you fucking idiot. Why would you go to another country? They're going to fucking know. They're going to fucking have that on record. They're going to, rat you out. But apparently they didn't have no HIPAA there. Where fucking,
HIPAA or
HIPAA.
Yeah, I know what HIPAA is. I was just making sure your medical privacy. Because it did say that Islam Makhachev was accused of cheating.
Yeah, with the IV shit.
Yeah, it said and that would be, they were in Australia. That's when he fought Volkanovski.
Australia, that's where it was. Okay.
And from what I read, it said he was accused of it. So, allegedly.
That's the thing with when you get IVs like that, a lot of people do it to like rehydrate because you're
because you've been dehydrating yourself for so long, specifically right before weigh-in.
But also that's if you're like legal, you're doing everything by the book. But if you're not doing anything by the book and you're going for that and you're doing like you're using illegal substances, you're gonna try to flush your system with IVs.
Yeah, well, that's why the UFC does have like USADA. They do all the drug testing stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But they give you a heads up, and that's why the IV.
They don't give you a heads up.
Yeah, they do.
USADA will just pop up. They just pop up.
No.
Did they change that?
No, they'll send you a letter. They'll give you some time. No, how they do it is they'll send you a kit.
Because to my knowledge, this could have changed, but to my knowledge, USADA, they're allowed to just pop up on you, give you on-the-spot drug tests, like anytime during your camp or whatever, to make sure, just so you don't have a heads up to do anything.
I think how they do it is like they'll send you a kit and you have to send it back in a certain amount of time. So like they'll send you a kit.
Well, since COVID, it might have changed. Because that's one thing they were doing during COVID is fucking motherfuckers were scrapping. Motherfuckers still scrapping during COVID. And that was super dope, though. I did enjoy. Like, there was just something about a completely quiet arena that was. I know that shit was so raw. Like when you just hear a motherfucker getting his ass beat, like listen, close your eyes. What does this sound? Someone's getting their ass beat. Like, you know what that is. Like, and it's it's so because you can still hear some of the punches on the regular broadcast now, where there's heads in there. And then it was like, bro, I feel bad for this dude, yo. Like, he's getting his ass beat.
You know what was cool about that is being able to hear the corners, hearing the coaches give instructions and immediately see it. Like, immediately see it done. Immediately see the adjustments. That was really cool.
To add on to that, I thought it was also cool that sometimes you'd hear the announcer saying, oh, he has to do this, he has to do that. And then they would do that and they're like, oh, fuck, we're talking too loud. Like, you can hear us. Because there's no one there. You know, you're used to fucking, like, you know, obviously there's some people there, but not enough to, there will never be, you know, the apex.
Yeah.
But they were even fighting in, where were they fighting? To fucking Dubai or Abu Dhabi or something like that?
Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi. Like they made their own little thing just to fight there.
Yeah.
Dana really finessed that shit. And somehow he's finessed just getting out of hitting his wife completely. Like, that's another thing I just realized. Like, I forgot that he even did that until now. Like, he really just like, listen.
I said sorry. She's sorry.
I'm still on the train that he was just trying to promote his new slap fighting thing. Yeah. I'm one. It was a promotion. Like, listen, babe, listen. I'm gonna rough you up a little bit, you know.
We gotta cut this promo.
Yeah, like some old WWE shit. Like, listen, I'm gonna be the heel. All right, you're gonna be the hero here. It's all right though. It's all right. You
get one, I'm gonna get two wins.
You gotta initiate contact though, because should have hit the fan if you don't.
You know how he's not back with Adidas, but he's but they made that deal to sell the remainder of like the Yeezy shit.
Yeah. But I went to the outlets the one time with my mom when I was younger. We went mostly for the Nike outlet, as anyone does. But she was like, "Oh, we'll go around and look at other stuff." I'm like, "All right, yeah, that's fine." And we went to the Adidas outlet, and I was like, "This shit is fucking poop, yo." Like, this
other than them
it.
Other than them tracksuits?
No, them tracksuits. Like, okay,
them tracksuits are fire. I don't even go
back then, I was not a fan. Now I could rock a one-time tracksuit thing. You know what I mean? Like, but I need someone else with me to be rocking it. Like, you do not want to be the only Russian thug motherfucker in the group. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be the only fucking Sergey walking around with fucking this Adidas tracksuit on.
You know how we had that equipment room in our high school?
Mm-hmm.
That had like a bunch of like track stuff. It had every all the equipment for everything.
I was never allowed in there, yo.
Oh, dude.
Niggas didn't trust me enough in there.
Coach would give me the key for that shit. Listen, you know what I'm saying? The coaches
I think any time I'd ever been in there, I stole something. Not like they knew.
Yeah.
But like, and it would be stupid little shit, like helmet stickers or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, not even me to put on my helmet, but just to have, you know? Like, I remember when I found them, like after I graduated, and I was like, fuck do I have these? Like,
I remember because our coach would literally just give me the keys for the equipment room.
Well, you guys had to go get like fucking pole vaults and shit.
You know what I'm saying? But like, coaches love even on like big meet day.
You and you had a different relationship as runners in general than we did. We've already talked about how we were not compliant as throwers. We were not. We do track. We're not on the track team. Like if you guys
field
when you guys are running, no, exactly, no, literally, yeah. You notice how it's track and field. We do only one part of that. You're telling the track team to run. They're gonna run. That's fine. I'm gonna wait inside until you guys are done. I'm not stretching with you guys. I'm not fucking running. I'm sorry. Like I hated the times when we get caught. You know what I mean? Where he'd be like throwers. Like he'd wait by the wrestling room door. You know what I mean? Like waiting, and I'm like,
if anyone did something wrong, it was the throwers. It was always the throwers, no matter who.
Well, I mean, listen, that's because odds are it was. Yeah, most likely it was.
Did you guys go to Wendy's?
And if it wasn't us, it probably stemmed from us.
Yeah.
Like, oh, dude, that's one thing I was thinking about. I was thinking about that earlier today too. I was like, at my mom's house, there's still an indoor track shot put, just chilling. Like,
but I remember going to that equipment room. Me and my boy, we found the tracksuits.
See, bro, yeah, like that's just not safe around me, bro. Like they wouldn't have had tracksuits if I found that shit. Like, and it's not like I wouldn't have done it. I'd have kept them. And you can't wear them.
Oh no, I was wearing them.
It's different for you. You know what I mean? Like, you think we got tracksuits? They didn't even like us.
You don't even like us. You field. What are you doing in a tracksuit?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's interesting how Kanye says because he initially said that whoish stuff, right?
yeah, my bad. I forgot. I was like, so you just have a stroke? I'm like, what the fuck are you saying? But yeah. Yeah, not only did he say he doubled, tripled, quadrupled down, he sextupled down on it. Like,
and then after he sextupled down, he said, Hitler's a good dude.
I love Hitler. Actually,
clip it.
I was like, Kev, I know you know the quote. I love Hitler. But you know, it's when Alex Jones is trying to talk you off a ledge, like.
But
oh fuck.
But bro. Initially, when he just said, "Oh, the Jewish people or X's are
the Jewish people,"
oh,
no, that has to get cut. That has to get cut.
The Jewish people.
You're gonna leave in "I love Hitler" from me. You're gonna be like, I can't say one time. Can't.
That's the one thing. But back when he said that huge execs were fucking him over on these deals and not including him on these deals with that and not giving him what he's worth. But when Jay says, "Why do Hughes own all the?"
I love how it's changed from Who's to Hughes.
Hey, we're just getting a little bit closer every time.
Yeah, I know. Eventually, we're just like, you know what? Fuck it. Doesn't even matter. They're just fucking. I don't want to make you cut more shit.
Switch the topic. We're cutting this whole thing. But how Jay-Z says the Who's, I'm going back. The Who's own all the property in America. No one bats an eye to it.
Well, that's because that was back when you could be anti-Semitic and no, because there's also a difference between being anti-Semitic and just fucking telling it how it is from your point of view. You know what I mean? And because like they know way more shit about that up top shit than we do. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I believe Kanye 100%. Do I agree with all of his?
Like he did take it to the next next level every time he said something. It was one thing. I was like, maybe he went on that Lex Friedman podcast and he was like, so maybe you shouldn't include all Who's under this umbrella. And he's like, no, that's all Who's. I'm like, what?
But that's why, like, Kanye's a funny ass nigga like that, yo. Like he
you had your out right there, motherfucker. You had your out,
but it's as tactical as it is dumb. You know what I mean? Like I know what he's doing. And I get why he did it and everything, all the shit he said, I get it. But, like, that's why he's fucking hilarious, though. It's because he knows, too. You know what I mean? Like, he knows more than we know. That, like,
if you had a translator, put it into PC terms.
yeah, like a fucking Key and Peele sketch. I love Hitler. And the translator's just like, Hitler wasn't that
How's
bad.
everyone doing today?
Hitler wasn't that bad. You know, he did some good things, you know.
He brought a country out of poverty.
Dude, well, we know a lot of the shit that we know about death in general because of what the Nazis did. Or the Nazis. Because I think that might be a flaggable word as well.
I think this whole episode flagged. We started off with
listen. We fucking. It's all right. It doesn't matter. I mean,
fuck it.
If anything, we got to do this kind of shit to get some spikes in the viewership. You know.
What are they talking about? Who?
This is a fucking Dr. Seuss podcast.
Welcome to Whoville.
But yeah, I don't know. You know.
Because didn't Kyrie? He tweeted that
he was
that
just saying,
documentary, right?
Yeah, and that was something not even related to really. That was like something about how like the Who's took some shit off the Blacks or some shit way back in the day. I'm pretty sure like that wasn't even anything like, you know. Oh, like look really, at this super relevant documentary.
When Kyrie says that, well, when as soon as he said that,
for one, bad opinions. Kyrie has bad opinions. I don't care if it's an opinion I agree with. It's bad, which thus makes my opinion bad. He's an ex-flat earther, okay? An ex-flat earther. I can't take his take seriously.
But after he tweeted that, I went to go to try to watch this documentary, which it looks like shit. They recorded it on a freaking flip phone, and it looks like, well, from what I've seen of it.
Do you know when it was made?
I don't know. I didn't see it because as soon as I looked it up, Amazon it probably went from like $4 to freaking $60.
Oh, for sure.
I wonder who did that. I wonder who spiked that price.
That was good.
You know what I'm saying?
But seriously, yeah, because it's relevance is part of it, but also, you know, the motherfuckers are stingy with their money. They're trying to get that cheese, yo. And it's like, you know that if, in any fashion, if a famous person tweets out something that's going to get that much notoriety as Kyrie would,
mm-hmm. Especially on that hot topic after Kanye.
Why not up the price on it? You're profiting your whole company, basically. I feel like whoever fucking released that is like, yo, listen, bro,
we're about to run it up.
Exactly,
now.
Yo. It's probably some black hooish dude. That's like, listen, bro, I'm just playing both sides of the game right now, all right? I'm playing for both teams.
I think that's called a Hasidic who's, right?
I'm not sure. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know too much about the whoish religion.
You got any topics? Have you been watching Last of Us?
I am caught. Yeah, I was chilling with Shorty that forced me against my will to watch it. But no, is that what we're going to get into? We can get into that because I was thinking about that. I was like, oh, I am caught up. We can fucking talk about that. But I'm not sure. Last week when we were talking about it, I'm not sure if I was caught up or not yet.
Probably not. I think we talked a little bit. I think we skipped over it because I don't think Brian was caught up, and I don't think you were caught up.
Okay, so well, I mean, fucking, because I know we talked about episode 3, talking about that gay shit that was going on, but now we're gonna talk about episode 6, where there's more gay shit going on. But I do like how, at least for the, you know, that part of the things with, because, you know, nowadays in any fucking modern media stuff, there has to be someone who's some faggot. No, but there has to be, you know, there has to be like some gay, but it's not like forced down your throat. I mean, it's kind of somewhat passive, you know what I mean? I don't feel like they're like, I don't know. Sometimes it seems forced in other media nowadays. Yeah. As to where here's, like I said, in episode 3, I thought it was done beautifully. You know, I literally was about to fall asleep, and episode 3 started, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. And then I was like, fuck, it's interesting, and they're gay. I can't stop watching. Now I'd be a fucking homophobe. And I only hate trans people, so that doesn't work. But
I think it was episode 5 where they showed the backstory of right?
What?
Of those two.
Bill and that was 3 or 4.
No.
Sure
Bill and Frank is the 3,
Yeah.
but 5 is Ellie and the other girl. Or is that 6?
6 or 7.
Some
Because it's whatever episode that like, you know, because it's the one where Joel gets stabbed and they show it in between, like Ellie flashing back to that moment when she thought she could have saved fucking, I don't even know what her name is, to be Riley. Is that her
Okay,
name?
yeah. 6,
because she's flashing back, and then 7
is when they found the people. Found the people that stabbed Joel.
I thought that was 8.
Oh yeah,
because 8 was this last one. So maybe
so was it 7?
You might be right. Yeah, it might be 7. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So then, yeah, 7. You know, I just thought, you know, gay episodes, 3 and 3, they're both the same. That's kind of gay number wise. You know what I mean?
They could have went without the second gay episode. You know what I mean? Because I
Did
feel
you
like
play Last of Us 2, or do you know anything about Last of Us 2? Like part 2 of the game?
No.
Well, she's gay.
Oh.
And yeah, like she has.
Okay, I thought that was a character flip. Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, it probably fucking is, you know, just based off the climate of the world and everything. But either way, that is canon to the world. You know what I mean? So I guess that'd be Ellie's first fling.
Okay, because I'm watching it without playing the game. So there's that. That's more interesting now. But I feel like that first gay episode was more.
Well, now that one was not canon. Originally, I mean, it was just. I don't think there was a Frank. in The Last of Us, or if there were, I don't know. You know what I mean? I didn't play The Last of Us game.
Mm-hmm.
I know of a decent bit. Like at this point in the show, we are past what I know about the game.
Okay.
But like, to my knowledge, seeing people bitch about it online, they did that themselves. Now I'm not sure if they added Frank completely. I don't know if Bill and Frank were just like bros. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just chest bumping and all, like, you know, chest bumping, but
they doing bumping a lot of things.
But yeah, I don't have any issue with it. You know?
Because episode 3, like you said, it was done beautifully. Episode
and it wasn't
6 or 7.
that wasn't the focus of the episode either.
Yeah.
Like the episode wasn't like, hey, they're fucking gay. These guys are gay in an apocalypse.
Mm-hmm.
Like imagine if you were in a zombie apocalypse. But they're just you, but gay. like you know, that wasn't the emphasis of the episode, in my mind at least, because just the way it was done, like I said before, directorially, I thought it was done very well. They wrapped around from the past to the present, and just, you know, kind of came full circle like that. I'm a big fan of all things full circle. Callbacks, love them. You know,
I just feel like they threw in that Ellie story at the worst time. Like we're trying to find out what the hell just happened, what's about to happen next, and you throw in this, like that's the type of shit that make me homophobic.
Yeah, Ellie, I don't care about your maggot problems, all right? And plus, you're a woman. No one cares about your problems. I want to know what's wrong with Joel, because he's the man and he's carrying the whole show right now, all right?
But no.
Get back into the kitchen. All they know, she does find fucking shit to patch Joel up. And guess where? In the kitchen, where she belongs. She should have been there the whole time.
I feel like that backstory should have came earlier, but they couldn't sprinkle it in right after another one.
I do agree. But at the same
Yeah.
time, I get why it's happening where it's happening. Because like I said, she's flash. She's having a... So in theory, because the episode starts out, you know what I mean? She's looking for shit to patch up Joel. And I think she then flashbacks to then, because that was the first situation in her life where she wanted to save someone that she couldn't. And even though at the time she thought she was fucked as well. You know what I mean? Like she thought she was going to die. I mean, it's kind of the same thing in that situation though, because if Joel dies, she's on her own. Mm-hmm. And, you know, granted, she's somewhat equipped for that, but she's not the most equipped for that. Even in episode 8, I mean, she shoots the deer, but even dudes are like, you would have been able to drag the whole thing back by yourself anyways, that's pretty reasonable. It's a full-size fucking deer, you know what I mean? Now, granted, could I just be connecting the dots for them? You know, if you played connected dots, but there was just no numbers on them and you're just drawing your own shit, Maybe I could be doing that for them. I don't know, but that's how I interpret it, at least. So I did enjoy that part of it. It could have been condensed a bit. I'm not gonna lie. That was one part where I was like, okay, when are we gonna get back to where we? Because we all know how this is gonna end. We all know how this is gonna end. She's gonna die. Like, especially after they showed the fucking
Light mark,
the mushroom boy. After they showed the mushroom boy like fucking hiding in the shop or whatever, which is apparently the only one in there being loud as fuck the whole time. Then it randomly woke up, and then fucking an hour later ended up. Obviously, it looks like the mall has been cleared out considerably. Like, it doesn't even seem like there was anyone there to begin with. Mm-hmm. So seemingly that one dude in there, like the one, whatever the fuck you want to call it, I'm gonna call them mushroom boys and girls, not the trans ones though. They're just mushroom boys. Mushroom boys trying to get an easy pass at life. But it's seemingly, I'd imagine that he went in there, got bit while looting or after looting or something, and just went in there and died. Mm-hmm. But like, I just don't know how much I believe that whole entire mall is fucking empty as shit. Like that. Yeah. That's the one thing also that I was like, so you're telling me that the government that is in place currently thinks this place is overrun with infected and with mushroom boys and gals, but there's only one here? This shit just didn't. That's the one part that just disconnected me from that whole thing in my mind. Once they showed that, I was like, all right, now I really know what's going to happen. And that's the thing that really made me mad. It's like I said, they could have condensed it a little bit in my mind, but not. And I shouldn't say mad. I wasn't outraged about it. It just made me like, Mm-hmm. Is that I feel like it went on longer after they showed the mushroom boy than it did to even get to the mushroom boy. When we already know what the fuck is about to happen.
And on top of that, we just want to see what happens with Joel. That's all we want.
Yeah, he's the man. He's the only important one. You know?
And what did happen with Joel? Episode 8, yo. I
mean, shit. For one, there's nothing like a little bit of murder to get you out of a stomach wound induced coma. You know? Because man's killed one dude and was like, I'm back. Like, he didn't skip a fucking beat, yo. Like, it was savage as shit. He's like, hey. Oh, dude. I'm sorry. I just remembered when he stabs dude in the fucking
knee.
Dude, like,
oh my god.
Because I was watching with Shorty and I was like, oh. And like, I guess she didn't catch exactly what happened. I was like, oh, because she saw Joel with the knife and everything. She was like, oh, what? Did you stab him in the dick? And I was like, honestly, objectively, I think it's worse what he did.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather get stabbed in the dick than stabbed right above my fucking kneecap. Like, oh. Now, granted, anyone who wants to test that theory, please don't, because I'll probably pick the kneecap, realistically, but holy fuck, dude. Oh, and then he puts the bloody knife in his mouth. Like, point out where on his fucking map, and then he murks the dude.
Dude, hold on, that was just so badass though.
And bro, 100%.
It's not exactly the same spot that
literally
the boy says.
Literally.
Yeah, that's badass. Joel, he was a firefly. He was definitely a firefly. It's just nice seeing like their relationship develop through this whole time, and then seeing Ellie become a fucking badass in that fucking. Oh my god! Hold on. First off, that group, that preacher, that whole situation is so fucked up.
We were watching it, and I'm talking to Shorty. I'm like, I wonder when shit's gonna hit the fan, because you know it is. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And no lie, a minute after I said that, is when he was like, "Put the gun down, David." When he's like behind Ellie, and I was like, "This is the shit that I'm fucking talking about right here. This is exactly what the fuck I'm talking about."
This moment is too sweet, too wholesome.
Literally.
This moment is too wholesome.
That dude gave me some fucking creep vibes from the jump, but like not to the extent of we're eating people. And his whole fucking like, for one, the line that he said to that one girl, like the girl in the beginning, you know, like the dude's dad. That Joel killed. Yeah. Or the dude, whatever. The dude that Joel killed. Yeah. Her, or his daughter, I mean, when he smacked the shit out of, like, she went from sitting in a static position in her chair, he smacked little Shorty out of her chair onto the ground.
Center.
And he was like, He said something like, "You may have lost your dad, but you always have a father," referring to himself. I was like, "This dude's a fucking weirdo."
Yeah.
Like,
how can you go to someone else's daughter and say that? Like, unless that's your stepdaughter, that's
no,
different.
even that,
But,
no, dude. Could you imagine if something like that? But, and then he was like, he said some shit sort of like that to Ellie, and I was like, bro, this dude's a fucking weirdo. Like,
oh yeah, when he was up against the cage.
Yeah,
it's just, I'm like, well, the whole scene when he goes, when the dude brings in the meat, he goes, it's venison, and then they pull in the deer.
Well, no, because it starts because I did reference talk to Shorty about that specifically because fucking it wrapped around in my mind because the lady cooking it asked first, "What is that?"
Mm-hmm.
And then he says it's venison, but she was asking that because like that was their last bit of venison. I'm pretty sure, but she was asking that because she didn't know if it was human meat or not. I mean, like she wanted to know. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So I do believe that it was venison.
I don't. I feel like it was her dad.
Well, but no, but you want to know what's fucked up is
I made that connection.
Well, remember in the beginning, so you might be right on that actually, because remember in the very beginning when she's like, "When can we bury my dad?"
Mm-hmm.
And he looks at dude, which I'm pretty sure is David. He looks at David. David looks back at him, and then he's like, "Well, the ground's it's too hard. We'll
dig.
Bury him in the spring." Like I think that happened because they're already like, "Oh, well, you ate that nigga yesterday."
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? You were eating dad's stew yesterday.
You had his whole arm in you. You had his whole arm the other day.
So no, yeah, you might actually be right with that. You might have been capping about the venison, but I do know like before in the shit that they were saying that they had some little shit left, but I don't know how much you can believe with that. You know, I mean, I didn't really think about that train of thought. So I think you might be right with that.
Because he said they were already low. He said they were already low on food, and then they brought in the deer, which is like, oh fuck. And you saw afterwards, you saw the bodies hanging already cut off.
Yeah, already cut up. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I pictured that where I just started talking. So I think you might be right with that. So yeah, that was pretty fucked up. But also, I mean, expected.
Yeah, he's just way too creepy for it just to be normal shit.
Exactly. And plus, like even when he was sitting there talking to Ellie, he was like, "Oh, I used to be a teacher. Now I'm a preacher." And I was like, "Oh," to Shorty, I was like, "Oh, from teacher to preacher." And then Ellie said the same shit. I was like, she gets it. Mm-hmm. She fucking gets it.
She's with the shits. But I didn't expect cannibalism.
In the situation of what the world is at that point, that's why I would say it's not surprising. Like that part doesn't surprise me. But it only came to that because this dude has, amassed this god complex at this point where he thinks that he has to take care of all these people and everything, that he is end all be all of this little fucking village or town, whatever you want to fucking call it. Mm-hmm. It's a cult. It's a fucking cult.
Oh, yeah,
that's what it is. It's a fucking cult.
And the freaking sound of them, like the spoons hitting the plates and bowls and everything, is ingrained in my mind now.
Did you also peep that everyone else had fucking scraps basically, and he had fucking a fat ass portion?
Yeah.
I thought that was. I mean, but as a cult leader, that's what you do. That's how that shit goes. You know what I mean? No, great. I'm not fucking.
Don't give these people a how tutorial now.
Listen, you got to be very charismatic to have a fucking cult, dude.
But no, Ellie stabs dude. He drops the knife, and she's running over. She's like crawling over to get the butcher knife that he dropped, mm-hmm. And he starts trying to her. She gets to it, and oh my god, she stabbed him probably a good 20, 30 times.
Okay, I do remember this now. Yeah, I do remember this. But I was also confused about that part because I was like, is he trying to her? Because this is when I'm like, this is not a good situation to someone.
Yeah, I was like,
well, if you're a there is good situations to someone. But like that has to be one of the worst places, right? That somewhere that is currently going,
like
underwater.
A sinking ship.
Yeah. Like burning building, sinking ship, Those are the two worst places. I can't really imagine anywhere else worse. Oh,
Crashing plane.
yeah. Well, you're about to be done. You know you're about to be done at that point. So I mean, you might as well. You know what I mean? We took off earlier, and I'm getting off now. You know what I mean?
Not the double takeoff.
We're going down, but something's going up. I don't know.
I do like at the end of the episode how
I'm sorry, I'm just sitting here imagining trying to on a fucking plane that's going down.
Oh god.
Hit some turbulence and all of a sudden she's escaping,
Oh god.
But yeah, I didn't know his intentions completely because I'm like, yo.
Because what the hell was happening right here?
Well, because it was like he didn't really
trying
give
to
off
strangle her?
He didn't give off too much of the vibes.
Just like crazy.
Yeah. But then I'm like, this is definitely like, and even how she's reacting, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like in a weird way, I'd be more shook up if someone was trying to me rather than kill me.
Yeah.
So like that, and based off her reaction, I feel like he was trying to her, but like just come back to the setting, bro. Like, literally just, hey, I'll just go outside. I know it's a little cold out there, but it's super hot in here because the building's burning down. So maybe just take that.
That's why
out the door.
That's why I think I didn't even make that connection. Like a reasonable person.
Yeah. Logically, every knows this is 101. Don't try to on a burning building. It's not going to go well for anyone.
I did like at the end of the episode, which I'm surprised she still didn't have a knife with her. Because if she had that knife,
dropped it or something. Something happened. She lost her weapon. I do remember that.
Yeah, she just dropped it and walked out and like was like traumatized. Which I'm pretty sure, like if that happened and the building's burning down, you'd keep the weapon, right?
Well, yeah, especially when you're in a town of people that want to see you dead.
Exactly.
Because that's the part that was bothering me. They're like, kill the little bitch. I know she didn't do shit, but kill her. Like, but also on the flip side, like that dude was trying to kill Joel. Like there was no talking. You know what I mean? Like he was just trying to kill Joel. Most likely to take him back and eat him.
Probably, yeah.
Like based on what we know now. So I'm just like, what the fuck are you retards getting mad? Ron Shorty didn't do shit.
I think they were just trying to get some food. Yeah.
Well, because that's what he said, that not everyone knew.
But I feel like those were like
yeah. They definitely went out hunting
people.
Ooh, anything, and meat. Went out hunting meat. Bunch of maggots. Oh yeah. There's I do actually want that to be able to be in there. They were hunting meat like a bunch of gays, That's fine. That's fine. I don't think that's. I'm just being honest. Bunch of meat hunters, Technically, straight people are meat hunters. Cause just trying to find somewhere to put your meat. Just trying to find a meat canyon. I let that sink in. Hold on. Maggot. Good luck with this transition.
Seeing Ellie. Well, she didn't have the knife with her, but if she did have that knife, Joel was dead.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. But it was nice seeing him like embrace her and say like, "Oh, I got you, baby girl."
Baby girl, yeah, that was
like
Shorty almost cried.
Mm-hmm. Like that was like, damn.
And I even like, because this whole time Joel's been like, yo, not even fuck her, but it's like he went from fuck her to
easy now.
Yeah, and it's also like you got to think like he's coming back from he found his brother. I mean, and then a lot of shit about his daughter because I'm pretty sure throughout the entirety of the show. You know what I mean? Like, since it happened to where we are now, it hasn't been mentioned until that episode that he found Tommy. Because, like, he had the thing up in his living room or whatever. Like, Rip Shorty and Rip Little Dude. And fucking... And Ellie said something about it. And, you know what I mean? Joel was instantly like, oh,
no.
Yeah. As far as the show goes, right now, this shit is busting.
Dude.
Like, that last episode was good as fuck. So yeah, one of my topics is, have you heard about what's going on with John Morant?
John Morant?
Yeah.
Oh wait, did he get
How he flashed a strap on IG Live.
Oh, I saw something about this a little bit. Is he getting suspended for that?
Yeah, he's already. Yeah, the NBA came out and said that he's going to be missing a couple. It said at least 2 games, but at that point he's already missed a couple. I'm pretty sure at this point. But he also came out and tweeted or something saying, "Fucking, I got to take some time away from the team to get help for myself," quote unquote. Which like.
Dude, you're
and this is also just like right after this shit came out that he like beat up some kid or something like that. Like that he was like playing basketball like at a fucking public park or something like that, and like pushed some kid or punched some kid or something like that.
Oh,
like,
I think I saw a clip. Yeah, I think I saw something about that. Yeah,
and then like literally like not even a week later, I'm pretty sure he flashes his strap on IG Live. Like, and this is like right after a game, I'm pretty sure. Like, what the? Like after a game, went to the club and he's fucking on IG Live, flash a strap.
It's just you're John Morant. You're a superstar in the NBA. You don't gotta have anything to do with that life.
I don't even think it's for one, John Morant grew up with like $100,000 fucking basketball court in his backyard. So he's not even exactly. He's not even like
he didn't grow up with that shit.
That's like I'm not sure if you've seen other professional sports players talk about it or whatever, but like the ones who came from that shit. And literally, you know what I mean,
that's all they know.
Became professional. Well, no, like the ones who came from it and the reason that they are professional sports players is to make it out of that. They come out and say, like, yeah, like I'm not specifically talking about John Morant. I mean, this shit happens, you know what I mean, a lot. But they're like, yo, this is like you do what you do your whole life to get here, to get out of that. And this dumb motherfucker who was never even in that, then, you know, goes to a level that I'm at or higher than that level, you know what I mean? Like bigger superstar than I am, making more money than I am, doing dumber shit than I would ever. Like, and it's that one, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I want to be a gangster or something. You know, it's just, that's the part I really don't understand. Like, what are you fucking doing? Like, and I'm not talking
really
about
trying to throw everything you worked for away for this image that's not even your image. That's not you, dude. You're not that guy. As much as I hate to say it, like, you're not that guy.
Most of them motherfuckers are doing that shit to make money. Like,
yeah.
And you already are the fucking, what do you, like, that's what I mean. Like,
you have your money.
Yeah, what do you?
You're throwing so much potential away for something that's not even
be out of the league or anything. And I'm not even talking about there's kids that lost year. No, you're fucking retarded, bro. Like, literally keep the strap on you. I'm an advocate for the strap. Keep the strap on you. Motherfuckers are crazy. You're out and about. You're John Morant. You know what I mean? You should probably have a strap on you.
No, you shouldn't have a strap on you. Your security should. Your boy should. Well, your fucking whoever's around you should.
Yeah, you say that, but if some shit popped off and no one's around, you know what I mean? Like, you need. I am an advocate for the.
Why is no one around? You're John Morant.
You never know.
Worth $100.
You never know.
You're worth hundreds of millions of dollars. If you don't got nobody around.
No, I'm just saying. Like, what if they're not paying attention? You're already out of the club and intoxicated. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean? That's all it takes is that 1 second for someone just security not to be paying attention. You know what I mean? Looking at something else real quick, and then boom, you need a strap right now. And you know what I mean? That's another thing is you're going to know if you need a strap right now more than someone else is going to know if you need a strap right now. You know what I mean? Because you were in that situation. So I'm very much an advocate for him having the strap on him. But flashing it to your boy on IG Live, that's fucking stupid. Retarded. That's that's the dumb shit that I don't get.
Well, that's the thing. If you have the money to hire the best security that's not going to be looking away. They're going to see threats coming a mile away that are trained for this shit.
I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. For him having the gun. You know what I mean?
I'm not. But he has too much money for the benefit of the doubt.
That is also why, in my mind, like, that's why I'm mostly the advocate for having the strap. Because he's worth so much money. You know what I mean? Like,
you have enough money to hire the security, the trained security, not your boy.
If I was an NFL player, I'd keep it on me.
Well, that's the thing. You have the money to hire security, the trained security, good security. That
just because you have it, like, I'm sure there's plenty of situations in life where security too late or didn't work out. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck are you paying all this money for? Like, I don't put it on him. You just don't need to show the internet that you have a fucking gun on you because that's the only issue. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like now that you've shown the people, oh, you got it on you. Now it's fair game. You know what I'm saying?
Not even
Type
fair
shit.
game as much as that's when it becomes an issue. You know, like if there was like, yeah, I have a fucking concealed carry. You know what I mean? That's way different than him being on. That is an irresponsible thing to do in any fashion for anyone. You don't have to be John Morant. You be fucking Joe Schmo at the club. You don't need to show the internet that you have a gun on you on IG to make you think that you're hard. Because that's the only thing I'd imagine. Look, they're gonna think I'm hard now.
Because nobody that saw that shit thought he was hard.
That's what. No one who likes John Morant is like, I like him because he's hard. He's a gangster. He got guns and shit on him. No, like, this nigga's crazy at basketball. See his almost posters? They're better than most people's actual posters.
Almost posters.
No, bro.
They go crazy, though.
Insane.
So crazy.
Literally so insane. We're like, that dude's dog shit because he almost let it happen to him. I know it didn't. But it was close enough. It was close enough. Like, that's why no one likes you because they think you're John Morant with a gun. You know what I mean? You're just fucking doo-doo dumbhead at that point. You're just fucking throwing... Because that's the thing. I don't want to say throwing away because he's not going to get kicked out of the NBA or anything like that. That is a very normal fucking thing in my mind. There's nothing anywhere that says that these people, these players can't protect themselves or have the ability to protect themselves with a firearm.
Yeah.
Like, that's not what I'm getting into. It is the showing of it that is
the intention
the
behind
asinine thing to me about it. Now, if you want to talk about irresponsibility with guns, I have another topic. Joe Mixon, running back for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Dog.
Did you hear about... Oh, fuck.
He's a dog.
I know he is, but
you gotta respect that dude. He plays
for the opposition. I'll give respect where it's due.
He ran over Pittsburgh.
I'll give respect where it's due, but I don't give a fuck. And now he's a certified piece of shit. And once I tell you this, so I think it was right after the Super Bowl, a day or two after the Super Bowl, reports came out that he told some lady somewhere in some fashion or whatever that she deserves to be shot in the face, or that he was going to shoot her in the face. I'm pretty sure he told her that he was going to shoot her in the face.
Why? Just some random lady on the street? Or?
They were having some sort of, like in a store or something like that. But then a couple of days ago, it came out that there was 4 kids playing with Nerf guns around his home. And then reports came in that there were shots fired, and it apparently came from his house.
No way.
Yeah. So these little niggas out here playing with fucking Nerf guns. And he kept on thinking they're playing with real guns and started shooting.
No way.
Yeah.
Nerf guns?
Yeah. To my knowledge. Yeah, so they don't really know. You know what I mean? They don't really know if it was Joe Mixon or whatever. This is all alleged. This is all just reports and things. But, so this report from this fucking Twitter account, because I had to go through all the memes on Twitter first when I typed in Joe Mixon before I found something actually concrete. But it said, neighbors of Bengals running back Joe Mixon says that shots were fired at kids who were playing with Nerf guns. The shots supposedly came from Mixon's house. And so yeah, and it says whoever shot the gun may have mistaked the Nerf guns for real guns. But then it goes into more shit, and this is fucking Twitter. I came here for 140 characters or less, not a book. So I didn't click on that, but...
You're a made man in the NFL.
Kevin, can you stop? I don't like the man. All right, I don't like the man. I don't like the team. All right, I can only give him so much respect. I can only.
Man, I see.
No, I know.
But it's just why would you throw that shit away? Why would you just randomly start shooting at kids?
That's what these are just reports. This is all supposed.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. I don't even know where I got that from.
What?
Allegedly. I don't know where I got that from. It's from something, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, bro, I don't know. Because it's also like it's not like the last time you were in the press it was for any good reason.
Why would you just randomly start shooting outside your house? You know, like, I get it if you saw people on your property. You know what I'm saying? You saw them with Nerf guns. You said, oh, I gotta go get my strap. You took the time, unlocked your safe. I'm guessing you had it in the safe. Unlocked your safe, came back out, and then...
Fuck no. If he told some... Hold on. Oh, no. So he pointed this gun at this woman and threatened her. You know what I mean? Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, if you're doing that shit, your gun is not in a safe. Your gun is very much readily available.
I try to give him benefit of the doubt.
There's probably a gun, probably on some John Wick shit. You know what I mean? Break the drawer, under the drawer you got a strap, and then above the drawer you got another strap just in case you couldn't get to it regular. Like, that's what like you probably got one in that whip and in that whip and in that whip, and like you probably got guns to match his whips. Even like that's what like what is he doing? What is he getting into? That he thinks that kids playing in his neighborhood with fucking Nerf guns.
And he probably lives in a nice-ass neighborhood,
with the caveat of, if it's true, he's in some fucking probably gated community or some shit. You know, something very controlled. That, you know what I mean? Like, where you should know the difference between fucking kids shooting Nerf guns. Like, that's what I mean. Like, what is up with him? Like, what's going on with him? Now, granted, who knows? CTE is a real fucking thing. He could be losing his fucking mind. I mean, he's played football for a long time. He plays running back, which is the second quickest out of the NFL position, linemen and running backs, because they get the most contact.
I don't like that. Every time someone does some crazy shit, or if any time a football player does some crazy shit, we immediately go to CTE.
It's a real thing, though. You know what I mean? Like it is very, very possible that it's a likely reason. It's not a cop out.
And the thing is, it only takes like a few. It only takes one. It could even be one concussion.
People get CTE from horseback riding. Jesus. Because of the constant fucking up and down, up and down, up and down.
The rattling of the brain and shit.
Yeah. Like, you have ex-player, I guess they're, you know what I mean, old players like fucking Junior Seau. You know what I mean? Like, he knew something was wrong with him. And this is before CTE was even a thing. He knew something was wrong with him so much to the point where he killed himself because he didn't trust himself around his family and others, you know what I mean? Because he knew there was something wrong with him.
That's scary.
Because he'd have these outbursts and all this shit, you know what I mean? And he shot himself in the fucking chest with a shotgun to preserve his brain so they could look at it when he was dead. And that's how they found out about CTE.
I didn't know all of that.
Dude, yeah, the shit is fucking super legit. Like, I've already told you, I don't like him. Joe Mixon, I think he's a piece of shit. But it's a very possible reason. It's a very possible reason. Very reasonable that it is a possibility that that's the issue. Because, I mean, outside of that, it could be, dude, I was thinking more along the lines of drugs, or he's doing some stupid fucking street shit that he shouldn't be getting into, thinking motherfuckers are trying to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, good.
But, like, not, like, because there's no correlation between pointing your weapon at a woman, tell her you're going to shoot her in the face, and allegedly shooting at kids when they're playing with Nerf guns outside your house. Like, you know, there's no correlation to that, whether it's drug or gang related. There is no correlation in my mind. So that's why I went to CTE. Well, drugs makes more sense, but CTE makes even more sense to me than the drugs do. That erratic
behavior.
Because, yeah, like, you're in the NFL. I don't know what drugs you're getting into all like that, but, you know, most drugs, I don't know how the NFL works all like that, drug test-wise and shit. I mean, so who knows? Maybe you're getting into some shit, but...
I mean, you just get an IV, flush everything out of your body anyways.
That's, like I said, my train of thought was drugs or something gang-related, but that doesn't even fucking make sense to me. Like, literally, it doesn't make sense to me so much where I think that CTE is the issue. And it usually takes a while to, you know, bring in those adverse side effects if you're losing your fucking mind. So it's very possible he's just a fucking idiot, which he is a Cincinnati Bengal. And the Bengals are going to bungle because of the fucking Bungles. And that's just some Bengal shit to do. To ruin your career like a fucking idiot.
Hey.
Not because, as far as John Morant goes, I don't think he's in jeopardy of losing his career, ruining his career at all. Joe Mixon, on the other hand, he's still in Cincinnati, so it's possible they might keep him around just because, you know, they need all the help they can get. But
if he's doing that, he's in a lot more danger than just losing his career. You know what I mean? Allegedly.
Yeah, I mean, genuinely though. Like, if they find out that them shots were fired, because, like, this shit's still in court for him and that lady thing. Like, they're still dealing with that.
Yeah, threatening. You can't just pull a gun out on people.
Anyone doesn't. Yeah, it's just fucking, like, unless you have a very good reason, which I don't think he did. Like,
maybe he does have CTE and he thought he had a Nerf gun too.
No, that's actually very plausible.
He said, "Hey, I'm just one of y'all."
Like, officer, I'm sorry, I have my real gun cabinet right next to my Nerf gun cabinet. You know, I thought I grabbed the Nerf Glock, but it wasn't.
It's a little heavier than I remember. There's just no rhyme or reason behind it.
That's one of the things where the more you think about it, the dumber it becomes to you. You know what I mean? We're just like, I can't. Like, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt in some fashion. Just because I want to give it to everyone, you know? But I can't. Like,
oh, my God.
The John Moran shit makes more sense to me.
Because he didn't shoot anyone. He didn't shoot.
He's just trying to act hard. He's just trying to act hard. Like, that's the ultimate conclusion I come to with the John Moran shit. Just trying to act hard. For why? That's where it gets lost on me.
That's where it starts going down the same path.
Exactly. But like,
is this the anti-racism?
No, this is Jesus.
Oh.
Any commercial that you see, you're like, I'm not too sure what's going on here. And if it's in black and white, it's Jesus. They're like, listen, I don't care if you were raped as a kid, you got beat as a kid, or if Joe Mixon shot at you as a kid. Jesus will help you. Dude, they had a crazy commercial on the fucking Super Bowl. I don't remember what it was, but I was literally about to sit there. I was like, this is going to be one of those fucking Jesus commercials. I didn't say it out loud because literally what was going on in the commercial, I'm like, there's no way. I was saying it as a joke, 100% as a joke, and it ended up being.
Hold on. It's crazy how I was watching this video where in Mardi Gras, which I want to go to Mardi Gras one time just in my life.
See that little nigga getting sturdy?
Who?
I saw some video, some little nigga at Mardi Gras, like some kid at Mardi Gras, dude.
At Mardi Gras?
Well, like, yeah, they have like parade, you know, like somewhat family friendly parades and shit. You know what I mean? Like for Mardi Gras, because that's like
probably
part
during the
it's
day.
like a culture. Yeah, during the day. It's like a culture thing down there. You know what I mean? It's not just a big party for them. Like it means real things to them down there.
I think the party happens after.
Yeah,
at night
exactly.
and
Yeah,
stuff. Okay.
But yo, the little nigga was getting sturdy, bro.
When he's killing it,
bro.
Hey.
Getting it, yo. I was like, yo. I'm sorry. What were you saying? I didn't mean to go off on little nigga getting sturdy. You were talking about Mardi Gras. You saw some.
Oh, just based off what you said with that Jesus commercial. They're down in Mardi Gras. There's like this like Jesus, pro Christianity like march just cutting through at nighttime, cutting through the whole party shit, and they're like holding signs with Jesus, like love Jesus and stuff like that, and handing out pamphlets. And these motherfuckers had a big ass cross. They're carrying this big ass cross through through Mardi Gras.
That's what Jesus was supposed to do. Carry the burden of our sins.
Them motherfuckers won't know Jesus.
He died so I could be at Mardi Gras. What are you talking about?
We're praising Jesus right now.
I'm trying to see some tits, yo. Come on.
They should have been throwing beads at them. No, if I was at Mardi Gras, that's some shit I would do. I would be starting raining down beads at the Jesus.
I ain't wasting beads. Are they showing tits? Are they showing religious tits or not?
Praise the Lord. They be popping up at the most opportunist time.
Everywhere. Jesus is everywhere.
That's going to be in the next commercial. Next Jesus commercial. Which, I don't know who they're...
Who's paying for these Jesus commercials?
Yeah, their marketing team's
not
going
Jesus.
Crazy. Their marketing team's going crazy.
Unless he came back just to fucking listen. I got some great commercial ideas. I've been away for a while. Been busy. You know, carrying the burden of all your guys' sins. Everyone who doesn't even if they don't believe in their religion, still carrying their sins.
You know, if Jesus came back, I'd just be in his ear like,
you ever hear
how'd you do it,
You ever hear stories about you know, like motherfuckers are like, oh, he was crazy, he was on drugs or whatever. You know, like, I'm Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Like, what if it really is? Because if Jesus really did come back, we'd all be like, this nigga's crazy, bro. Lock him up in the nut house, bro. He just keeps coming back. And us as a dog shit society across the world are just reincarnating as this next motherfucker and this. Listen, I'm Jesus. Okay?
I've been back 38,000 times, motherfuckers.
Like, I'm just trying to
keep
like,
killing
I can take you guys to salvation. You just got to stop sending me to psychiatric treatment. Like,
I came back during the witch trials 38 times. You killed me every time.
No, they were only killing women during the fucking.
Jesus can't be a woman?
No.
Shit.
You think women don't have that much power? They couldn't even vote like 100 years ago. Yeah, all right. Fucking, what, you think they're gonna reincarnate as Yeah, sure.
Back then, it was a miracle if they couldn't vote.
The only thing that Jesus can do that women want to do is turn water into wine. Because there's a lot of water available in the kitchen.
Hey, you get that tap going?
Exactly. It's all wine. And everyone knows women like wine.
And mimosas.
Mimosas bust. Not too many, though. Too many make your tummy a little... Start getting the natty splatties afterwards, you know? Too much OJ. Really, that's what it is.
I fuck with OJ.
Orange juice is fire. In moderation. Same thing with apple
OJ
juice,
Simpson, but like...
Oh.
Did we fuck with OJ Simpson?
He didn't do it.
Man,
he was exonerated.
Hey, you got away with killing some white women? Allegedly?
That's a top crime. Getting away with killing a white woman? People outrage about that.
Back to the Mardi Gras thing. I do want to. I want to go once in my lifetime to Mardi Gras.
It would be pretty dope.
Like that, the pyramids. What else in your lifetime that you just want to go experience once?
You know, there's 7 wonders of the world: Mardi Gras, the pyramids. No, I do want to see the Aurora Borealis.
Where's that at? Where would you go to see that?
I don't know. The fucking what are they called? The Northern Lights or something like that.
Yeah, the Northern Lights.
Yeah, I'm not
just
sure.
Anywhere up north.
Yeah, just go up to New York. It's but mostly you can see it in other places like that isn't where.
I'm guessing Iceland. That sounds like
Iceland?
That sounds like an Aurora Borealis. Like,
where?
Oh, I wouldn't want to.
Norway, Finland, Alaska. You can see a bunch of different places that don't have light pollution.
Okay,
I just want to go to somewhere in my lifetime that doesn't have light pollution.
Probably Alaska, if anything, because those European countries are mad racist. Mad racist.
Yeah, but you know what comes out of a lot of racism?
What?
White bitches that want to defy their parents, that want to fuck.
I like where
dudes who the parents are racist towards.
Which
kind of brings me into
which
Europe, the EU, the EU
for you,
the
E-girls for you.
EU,
add some more letters in there.
Yeah, it's actually just spelled E-girl, you, but the girl is silent, and it's pronounced. The U is also pronounced uu.
It's an acronym.
Oh yeah, just going anywhere. Honestly, even I know there's places in PA that don't have light pollution. Like if you can go far enough out into the woods and shit.
I wouldn't want to go around the woods in here.
I wouldn't mind hiking. Not around here, fucker. PA's a big place.
Yeah, but there's a lot of Amish or like weird Amish people.
Not out where I'm trying to go. At least I don't think so.
I mean,
I'd rather not. To be honest, I'd rather not be in PA. I mean,
most of PA is farmland.
There's other PAs. Like we got the forests and shit, national parks and things. I think maybe probably.
Yeah, but we'll drive 15 minutes from there. It's farmland.
Yeah, but them farms don't got lights. Like,
drive 15 minutes from where we are right now. It's farmland.
That's not true. You gotta drive farther than that.
I mean, depending where.
Farmland?
Yeah.
Like where it's all farms? Where are you driving 15 minutes away where it's all farms?
Okay, maybe not 15.
That's what, no, yeah.
Okay,
that was my only dispute.
Okay,
Yeah. We are very much civil. I don't want. There's anything. Pittsburgh's a fucking hick town. Like,
there's a lot of hick wannabes here.
Oh, we went to school with people who grew up down the street from us, who somehow fucking have a southern accent. For one, like you don't even have a Pittsburghese accent.
The math ain't math in here.
That's what I'm saying. Like you don't even say yin, you say y'all, but it's forced as shit. Like
I say y'all.
Hey, buddy, come down here real quick.
Bro, I grew up right down the street from you.
Nigga, the bus we're on the same bus, bro. It just dropped you off. I'm getting off at the next stop. Like,
where did
I know who you are. I grew up with. 8 years ago, you did not talk like this, bro. I don't know when this should happen. I don't know. We weren't in the same class. You know what I mean? So we were away for a while. I don't know when this should happen though. When you went from fucking
Steve to Steve.
yeah. I don't know. I don't want you to stop being normal, but that dog shit accent gotta go. Dude, which is like, if you're from the South and have a natural Southern accent, yeah, that fucking makes sense. You should.
Which on CountrE Girls?
But just because you're from the South Hills of fucking Pittsburgh does not mean that is not what that translates to, bro.
That's South enough.
my accent's the most natural thing this side of the Mississippi. Like, yeah, bro,
we're nowhere near the Mississippi, motherfucker.
This side of the Mason-Dixon. Like, bro, people don't say that shit anymore, yo. Like, bro, we literally had people at our school who drove around with Confederate flags on the trucks.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
like,
yeah.
Your parents were born here, bro. What are you, when I say here, I mean, in this fucking state.
Fake ass country motherfuckers.
I'd rather listen to fucking an Irish shorty talk about some shit than fucking, hey y'all, how y'all doing? Like, yeah, you fucking tone that down.
Easy,
right?
easy.
Can you just write to me?
Easy,
oh,
easy.
No, you're from the South. You're illiterate. Never mind. You can't write.
Easy. The CountrE Girls, maybe.
I know the CountrE Girls. I know they can read and write and speak normally because they watch anime. Boom, boom, boom. Mine. You never heard a Southern accent in an anime. And if you did, it wasn't Southern. Not a good one. Not as good as mine, buddy. Boy, you better turn that Naruto off.
Naruto. Damn, maybe you do have a good accent.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, bro. And they know what I'm talking about, too. They're listening to this shit like, this motherfucker is spitting right now. Like, that song bitch is spitting some heat. Dude, I'm telling you, bro, I can bust out the Southern accent. And I got, like, ranges on the Southern accent, I feel like, too.
Maybe that's why they like it. Maybe that's why.
Honestly, this shit kind of... I don't know. This accent kind of does hit.
They got hooked on that shit.
Fuck around one time recording a podcast, and ever since that, you're just...
Next episode, Zach got a truck. He trades in his car for a truck. He coming in with cowboy boots.
Yeah, I sound like fucking Donnie from the Wild Thornberries. All right, I do have one thing to say before we get out of here. Hey, Kevin's sister. The intro's great. All right, it's great. Have you ever done an intro for a fucking video? It's weird the first couple times. All right, so fucking do your own intro and get back to. How about you draft up an intro for us and perform it, and we'll see what we think about it.
And get your taxes done.
Oh, it is still tax season. I did forget. It is still tax season. Get your taxes done.
That was That Podcast. Thanks for tuning in every Tuesday. I'm Kevin Q. I'm running back.
He's Kevin Q. I'm Zach Brown. Appreciate you guys listening. See ya.
I did the motions.
I know.